Here, I'll do it while one-handed.
I hope Belle will be proud.
There. So, so that's the joke. And it does 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Morning, Snowmeth. How goes it?
All right, here we go. Boom! Oh! Is that really a million? A million
Yo.
roses?
Xists.
Amazing!
How you doing?
That's amazing! We're rather impressed. Such a pointless exercise. Well, thank you for doing it. We're so pleased.
Happy to
Yes,
see you
let's
again,
go home
Vividist
now.
Ski. You did it.
Thank you, Mari.
Oh, hello. Ilo Storit Goniono. Fancy seeing you
Look at
here.
this! Look at this! It's 9:27. 1 million roses! I'm going
Morning,
with
Rickety
the
you.
battle nuns.
How goes it?
Let's watch the fight. 40% chance. The bell rings. The battle nuns leap forward. Her sword flashing. The gladiators. Blah 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 blah. Words mouth make word go blah blah blah. Okay.
Hi, whimsical rosebuds. Happy you're here.
Huh? You actually brought me back? I don't think you've been listening at all. I could say anything and you just stand there nodding. Oh, to your food good. Will you visit that? Would you want See? Communication is useless with you. Oh, tiny game. What even? Why? Why game? Why? This is verging on harassment. Slowly shrinking harassment. Okay, game. You're tiny enough.
Hello. I know there's still ads going, but hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
I found what it's for. For the wider ones now? We've given them a specific... You can stand on top of missile megs. Just make sure to carefully time your jump. Oh, I'm bad at that.
I find it funny that I can probably at least near perfectly quote
As I
every
was
single clip
saying.
that's in this.
Oh, hello.
How
Fetched
the
soldier.
hell?
Fancy seeing you here.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Did you sleep all right? I slept rough. I slept really rough. I was intending to go live about 30 minutes ago. But the problem is I was really tired last night, went to bed early. I didn't do my afternoon stream because as I streamed so long in the morning with y'all, my throat was just exhausted. Made it to like 10, which is about 3 hours before I normally go to sleep. Fell asleep, woke up at 1 or 2 in the morning, and then was up till like 7. My sleep is all over the place. But hello! I appreciate y'all. Y'all are wonderful and lovely, and it's really nice to have you here. But yeah, hello Snow, hello Greggs, hello Vividist, hello Door, hello Nickety, hello Wim, hello Fox. Those are all the check-ins. The check-ins get special greetings. So if you check in, I greet you quickly. But I appreciate y'all. And then I would have been live about 15 minutes ago, but my bot didn't want to log into Twitch. So I had to reopen it, and then my OBS errored and didn't want to go live because it was trying to do NVENC. Which, just to be clear, I don't have an NVIDIA card, and the system has never had an NVIDIA card. It shouldn't even have drivers for NVENC, which is why it failed, but I don't know why it tried to do that. Hey, Timber. Hello? Hello, where is my music? Let's get some music going. Also, we're sticking to the 2000s, so get ready for a bunch of 2000s. Hey, Mello. Boop. 2000s vibes. Let's go. Bum 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 bum. So I had to do a little bit of work here. We were having trouble with the iron farm, so I expanded the iron farm, and now I think it's working. I think. For those who missed our kind of music stream yesterday, we were just vibing to 2000s one-hit wonders, and now I'm just playing 2000s music. Hi, BB. Hi. You weren't saying hi to me until I started speaking for stream, huh? I've been next to you the whole time, and you just now became aware of it. And now there's a big B. Okay. But yeah, this had stopped working. And I don't know why. And now we're not going to be able to see it. I should probably replace that block right there with grass. That was me trying to do some water stuff. I love those signs now. But I don't know if the golems are spawning or not. I picked those up while I was working at 2 stacks and 38. Will we get more? I don't know. I know Lee is on a hunt for for a village. Lee continued on south. I'm assuming Lee found the village that was near me. But hi, Bigby. Hi, Cold. I'm assuming Lee didn't miss that village. There's a village here I'm sure Lee has seen. Hello. As we wait for Lee to unmute.
Hi, I'm
Hi. Really quiet. 1 sec.
I'm always really quiet. It is a pillager outpost. No!
Oh, is that? Oh, wait. Is that?
Rude.
No, surely it's not those. Are you just like extremely quiet in here in general, maybe?
I think I'm just quiet. I don't know why my mic is so quiet in this game.
You know what? Actually, it doesn't look like you're actually listed as that quiet on my thing, but I can barely hear you.
Weird.
Like my computer's even like, yeah, no, you're at like you're at proper volume, but for some reason, like Chad, do you think Leah's quiet? I mean, now you're silent.
Yeah, that's why I just started to talk because I was like, oh wait, I should probably say something. Here I am talking. Hello. Can you hear me, chat?
That's too far. How about now?
Am I still quiet?
Like that looks correct to me.
Okay.
So technically speaking, I have you at 500% boost.
Oh geez, I am sorry.
Well, no, I had to turn the entirety of voice thing up to 300 amp, and then you up by 200%.
That's weird.
So did you find your stand you were after?
No, I am still wandering around a taiga trying to find a brewing stand.
Do you know about the village directly south of you, of your own base?
Yes. That
Okay.
one did not have.
There's the one directly south of me, and then I was wondering if you knew about the one directly
I
south of
didn't-
you.
I didn't see a village directly south of you.
You went
I'm
right
directly
past it
south
then?
of- I didn't see
It's
one.
directly north of you right now.
Okay, well, I guess I'll head back north.
Yeah, it is at negative 5,300, and then Y is 76. Oh, wait, we're not after Y. Z is 818.
It is all good.
So just it's northwest of you.
Okay.
Yeah, Greg,
Thank you.
Lee is specifically after a brewing stand, so Lee is trying to hijack one.
Yeah, and I'm being very
It also makes for good stream stuff to go on journeys.
journey. Yes.
That's the one
You
thing
know
with
what?
servers where you got to pick that balance of do you make the thing or do you
Or-
ask for help kind of situation. It's
Yeah. And I'm a little bit on the stubborn side when it comes to like, okay, let me hit my head against the wall for a while, and then I'll. And if I still can't, and if I'm still having trouble, then I'll ask. But
Yeah.
oh,
Did you find it that time?
yes, I found one.
Yeah. I probably should have just said along the river. That probably would have helped when I
You know-
told you about it.
Yeah, it's all good. I
I
wasn't
don't-
too far off of it.
There's not a lot of buildings there, to be honest. That's why I'm not sure, but it was just one of those like I don't need any of the resources in it other than the villagers eventually,
Well,
so
there's
like
a library, so I'm stealing this lectern.
let's see. Have I seen any other villages? Yeah, there is one directly south of your own. Well,
Yeah,
southwest.
I've already gone all the way through that one. And it didn't have any clerics. Okay, this one's got looms.
And then
also
I
got a
know
lot of-
there was a village I had went to.
Just looking for maybe one other building. But yeah, I was gonna try and look in like plains biomes and
Well-
stuff, or like other deserts.
So there's that one that's a public one. That's that village that Bigby's at right now, which I think Bigby's looking to see
Okay.
if there's a brewing stand in that one.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
but-
Like I said,
But what I was gonna say, southwest of there is a village that I've only like partially loaded.
okay.
That might have one as well.
Okay.
But I don't
No,
know.
no worries, Big B. I will if I really am hurting for it, I will.
Oh, there is one at the
Ask,
B named one.
but- Yeah.
No, I mean Bigby just said there is.
Yeah. Okay. There isn't one here. I appreciate that, Big B. I'm gonna still do my little journeying. If I can't, then I'll probably come and grab that one.
Yeah. But no, you liking the server?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things with
Yes.
like trying to get things right. I'm just amazed that it's running so well because the last one we had did not run this smoothly.
It was very choppy.
And I don't know why. Like there wasn't much difference. I think it might just be better coding.
Hey, I'll
But,
take,
like,
I'll
I'll take it.
take it. All right. Ooh. Are you 4 tall?
No, I'm only too tall.
No, found 4 tall sugarcane.
Oh yeah, there's been quite a few of those. I do think we need to set up some system with the waystones. I'm really shocked waystones don't have a folder thing yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's why, like, my extra ones, I just made not public because I'm like,
Yeah, I think that's kind of the big thing. If you can place as many as you want, just don't make them public is kind of the thing.
yeah,
Because otherwise we're going to end up with a whole mess of things.
yeah. And then like, I'm at that point where if I find one in the wild right now, I'm just gonna teleport back to my base.
Right.
But
There's an Avon. There's also share. I don't. Yeah. Well, the main thing is
Yeah.
like I think it's good if we have our own bases in the one, and then any sub
Yeah.
ones connected elsewhere.
be a like if you want this, then you can use it, like activate it. But otherwise,
Yeah. Would be interesting if you deactivate ones as well.
yeah.
Okay, so I've got a bunch of pale oak logs now.
Woo. Yeah,
Right.
I do too, because I've had it.
It's the only thing I've had running in there is a pale oak log thing, and it's like, yeah, no, this is a lot.
Hey, multiverse, how you doing? Sorry, I forgot.
You finished your dome, Greg's, already? Put anything in it?
I
But,
like.
yeah.
I like how when I click to mute my mic, it kind of almost looks like Trophy farted the mic out.
I moved my
Because-
mic icon further into the corner just because I don't
Yeah,
like how
'cause
high it separates.
Yeah, that's fair. It's like right behind his tail.
I need to move it, honestly, right behind where my leg is. Because, like, I'd like to just hide it from chat. My FPS is
That's,
down
yeah.
there. Like, I have one of the optimization mods, I have it down behind my leg for my FPS, so I can just make sure there's not, like, a hiccup.
That's clever.
Do we have a villager hall? Not a public one at this point in time. I'm not saying there's not one, but we do not have a... Don't have one specifically.
I don't have Silk Touch yet, so I can't get bees.
Not the bees.
Not the bees. The bees. Oh,
I
there's
think-
another trail rune.
I think bees will also on their own repopulate hives.
Yeah, it's just getting them onto my island is.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, you only need, like, 2 now. They'll repopulate otherwise. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, not trying to go over yours. I forgot to hit my mute button.
It's all good. I started to forget when greeting my friend, and then I remembered.
I don't think it's a
and
big deal
muted.
when we're overlapping communities enough.
That's fair. The Nautilus are awesome. Multiverse are awesome.
I've seen them. I don't know how I feel about them. They're kind of a weird...
They are weird.
I would like to throw in, I think there could have been a better choice than a Nautilus. I would have liked
The-
manta rays.
Manta rays would have been cool.
And then
reason
you
why
could
I'm
ride them by, like, hanging on to them rather than sitting.
sitting. That's fair.
Hey, Asmo.
I feel like the Nautilus kind of makes sense though, because we already had the Nautilus shell. And
Yeah,
you
it
can-
does kind of
you
fill
can-
that in as a gap.
Yeah, and you can kill them and get the Nautilus shell. I feel terrible about doing that though.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't
fair.
know where I'm at. I'm
If only
going
there was a
further
map.
south. Good job, me.
I do that too all the time. Like, I was like, oh, but I keep viewing my base as being, in my head, my base is northeast of y'all. And it's like, I am southwest of y'all. Like,
Yeah, in my head,
in your
I
head.
I get more turned around with the mini map than I do if I'm not using it.
Do you have your set to rotate with you or no?
No.
See, I have mine set to, I always have my compasses or my mini maps when I can rotate with me.
We're yeah, that's fair.
Because then I don't become reliant on them specifically for direction. I have to check.
Mhm.
If I'm trying to go, oh, north or whatever, I have to go, is this north?
Yeah.
I think we both have very 2000s music playing right now.
Probably.
But
I mean,
mine's
I've
a
got
bit
Mika
further
going.
back than yours. I know you have Mika. I've got
Yeah.
Avril going.
Oh, nice. I'd almost debate playing Evanescence, but I don't want to be that emo.
I had such a crush on Avril in high school. Like early high school. Like we're talking when I was like 13. If they're rideable, are they breedable? Are Nautilus breedable?
Yes. With pufferfish.
Are there baby Nautili?
Yes, and they're adorable.
I think Minecraft needs to have better baby models for all mobs.
Yeah, that's fair too.
Like we should
but
have like rather than being a scaled down version, I want bigger heads.
I think the baby Nautilus is actually cute because the eye is different.
Mm. But like I'm picturing like baby chicks. Like I would have expected that at least, right?
Oh yeah, like the baby chicken should be way different.
Make them yellow, make them like actually unique.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Beard.
Yeah, they should be like yellow, or like the cold weather one should probably be like a black chick.
Yeah, I worry now. I worry now with the design because they've remodeled all of them that would be a lot of an overhaul.
Yeah.
Whereas before they had the variation stuff, I think the general like redo would be good. Like get baby pig, like get little piglets and stuff, and just I feel like it's a real. I know there's like mods and resource packs that do it.
Yeah.
I'll be real, I've been tempted to add them.
Fair.
But like there's certain little things that I think need to be there in general. The thing I want to work on right now with the server, Felinity made a custom texture for Mari.
Oh, that's fun.
And I'd like to figure out how to tie names to name tags so that I can make it that if a mob is named Mariapide, they become that.
Yeah. Now I kind of want to play Fallout Boy. or even better, Green Day.
Yeah. I am tempted. So, from a nostalgia standpoint, I am really tempted to go on a System of a Down binge.
Oh, that's fun.
My high school years were mostly Green Day and System of a Down.
My high school years were mostly Eiffel 65, Evanescence.
I understand Blue being popular at the time, but I didn't know anybody that was actually a fan of Eiffel 65. Now, I'm not saying I had a CD of theirs. I did have their CD. But to go, oh yeah, I listened to a bunch of Eiffel 65. That's a new one.
I listened to that. Listen, I had that CD. I listened to that CD on repeat.
Playstatation.
Station. Playstation. Gonna play the game, the PlayStation all day.
Hey, pause. From Metal Gear Solid to Tekken 3, from Omega Boost to Resident Evil, just play for the fun because we've got it going on.
Going on?
Oh,
yep.
You are probably the only other person to just like know all the lyrics. It's because it's one of those like, but it's weird because I feel like PlayStation really should have like, you know what? We'd like to use your song for commercials.
Yeah, you would have thought. Nope. Yeah, no, I had a friend that borrowed the CD and lost it.
Sorry, in my chat, Asmodai just said, Lee being an Eiffel 65 fan is the most Lee thing.
You can do anything you set your mind to.
Is it?
I don't remember any other songs other than Blue and PlayStation. I know I heard them, I remember the CD, but those were the songs that like stuck in my head.
Those are the ones that stick in my head too. If you started singing or playing one of the other songs, I'd probably immediately know it, but it's one of those, like, it needs to play for my brain to register that I know
they
it.
weren't iconic enough to like stand out as a thing.
But yeah, PlayStation, I listened to that song so many times.
That was where I learned how many players are on a soccer team, was that song.
There's one other song that I know specifically because it was the music, like it would play in like rounds almost. So like one instrument would start and loop, and then another one would kick in, a few loops in, and then another one would kick in. So I remember that one.
I love that my clip thing still tries to do clips when I do a shout out, and it just scales my screen. It's like,
Yeah.
there's no clip. For whatever reason, you don't have featured clips as much as you say you do.
I don't know why it says it's not doing it. Like, I even unfeatured and refeatured some.
It just doesn't want to count yours.
It just doesn't want to count it. I don't know why. Your shout out thing hates me.
It's because the shout out is secretly doing it without the its because it's inconsistent.
It's the only thing that has the its, and it's only because it wouldn't let me just have Lee Please.
Too short or what? Like, what is it?
No, it's already taken.
Do you check every once in a while to see if it's still taken?
I do.
Yeah. But yeah, y'all should follow Lee if you're not. Lee is chill vibes. Lee is mostly Minecraft.
I appreciate that. And same goes to Cam. Cam is chill vibes, and
I'm sitting at about...
games.
My goal for this year is to be about 40% Minecraft. Which is a drastic shift.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of my community likes Minecraft, so I don't think there'll be an issue with that.
I'm sorry, Trophy, I can't take a break right now.
I mean, you could.
I could. I probably should.
Do
I'm
some
in the middle of a field
calisthenics.
right now.
Oh god, could you imagine? Like, okay, picture like doing a stream start, but then it starts with one of those like the Japanese wake up calisthenic things.
Oh jeez.
Like that's just how you start every stream. Or like
That would be
like
funny.
an hour in your first break. All right, time for everybody to do the stretch, and then you do that, and then it's like, okay, now we're running ads. Like, wait, what?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
You know, I say that as a joke, but I'm actually thinking that would be a really charming thing to do.
It would be. And getting people moving is never a bad thing. All right, I'm gonna
Get like a
take
custom animation of my model doing it.
That'd be fun. All right, I am gonna take a quick break now, though.
I will insult you while you're gone.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna mute my mic, but I will not deafen.
No, I'm not.
I'm gonna take this break in the middle of this field, and I'm gonna trust chat.
Oh god, danger.
I know. All right.
This is where I like
Quick 3
cheat,
minutes
warp
of
over
ads.
there and spawn creepers on you.
That would be mean. All right, I'll be right back.
You ever start streaming, you can do the stretching. Yeah, no, I would encourage anybody to do the workout thing. But like genuinely, I think it would be really like as much as I joke about that, like my brain is just thinking about like hey Felinity. No, so Felinity, have you ever seen the I love how you came out of the woodwork for that. But no, I was thinking about the like Japanese workout videos, or like how Animal Crossing has the morning stretch, that kind of thing. But just picturing that as like doing that for like at the start of a stream with everybody, so everybody does their stretches and gets that in to take care of themselves, I think would be a really, really charming way to start the day. It's just like, You don't have to do it for the. I appreciate that I have given you an idea, but please, no pressure. I feel guilty when I'm broke. But no, because I mean, I think it would be good. I think it would be good to do something like that for even myself, right? Like just as a healthy thing. Like I should be stretching more and things like that, and it would get me in a habit of actually taking care of myself. I think the thing with that, Mellow, is it's not a matter of believing in y'all too much. It's that I think a lot of you do actually get up and stretch when I go on breaks. Not always, but I do think probably 50% of them that y'all probably do get up and use that as a moment like, no, I should get up and at least stretch a little bit and take care of yourselves for a moment. So I think if I did a stretch thing and you knew I was doing it, y'all might just do it too. Lead by example to all of us getting a little bit healthier, right? Differ from the hollow lights. This is the dawning. So we are almost through all of this. For those unaware, there is bedrock. We have found bedrock. Fair, Mellow. But yeah, no, I think there is actually some charm to the idea of just going and saying, you know what? Let's all get up, do some stretches, and where is it? Thank you, Cold.
Oh, lovely. Cold Dawn just provided someone with a gift sub.
Is Mari quiet for everybody, by the way? Just as a thing. Hey, Mary. Yeah, we're doing that. Should like, I've never asked, but should I, like, boost Mari a little bit, or are we all good with Mari's volume? Because I haven't asked that since I switched PCs. I felt like Mari's been a little quiet, but I never...
Alright, sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. A touch quiet? Okay, let me go over.
Just returning. I need to stop just running and jumping around and like trying to sing along with the music. Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
I've given Mari 3 decibels.
Cool. All right. I think I know where I'm at. Don't get turned around and go back the other way, Lee.
I'm trying to think of some lost word that has Lee in it, and I can't.
Beep boop beep.
3 decibels is not enough.
Oh no.
Well, no, let's try upping that to 5. My music paid attention to talking about Green Day, because now it's playing Boulevard of Broken Dreams. The Holiday Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so I listened to the American Idiot album a lot, right?
Yeah.
Not their best album.
No.
Most popular album for sure, but not their best.
Yeah.
Like, Warning to me
it
is
has
my
a-
favorite.
Probably has a lot of iconic songs in it, but other than that, it's just
Oh. Aimlessly.
aimlessly.
Aimlessly. Basket Case is pretty good. Yeah. No, I can't oppose that. Warning is my favorite. The Warning is the first one of theirs I heard. I learned a lot of there's certain things that, like, in my life I can see shaping me into who I am now.
Yeah.
And Warning was one of those, and the music in that, and the things I learned from those lyrics.
Okay.
System of a Down was a huge like influence on like who I am as a person as well. Like it's just really interesting to kind of like think about songs you listen to and go, yeah, no, that definitely influenced me. Like,
Definitely.
even like my mom listened to Shania Twain and Garbage and No Doubt, which granted No Doubt Gwen Stefani specifically has become more of a problem in recent years, but like back then very
definitely.
progressive and
Yeah.
a lot of views. I owe a lot of who I am as a person to music and punk bands and ska bands and
Okay. Yeah. Well,
things like
yeah.
that. Which I'm this is nothing to hate on metal, but I don't think I'd be who I was if I had listened to like metal music, right? Where there's less lyrical influence and more
Yeah.
drown out anger is what metal comes across to me as like overpowering being pissed off with music, which is fine. But I think that's where metal kind of leans versus lyric heavy stuff.
Yeah. Well, I found another village, but there's no church in it, so...
It is weird, right, that we have churches in Minecraft?
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why in my solo world, I want to make it an apothecary.
Yeah! Like, I feel like they could
That
have made
makes
it a
more
lot of
sense
other
to me.
buildings. Minecraft has weird choices throughout it.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are just ones that have just always been there.
Ooh, there's a diamond in this chest.
It's always so jarring with my shaders when it becomes nighttime. It's just like, nope, darkness.
Temple of Home. Says Big B. That's perfect.
One of your final assignments for your textiles GCSE is based off a Green Day poster. That's awesome, actually. My brain, when I think of things that would be interesting for, like, textiles-based stuff,
Oops.
I don't know what I would pick for an album, though, out of Green Day stuff. Huh.
There was a bundle in this
I
blacksmith.
have got to figure out which cable is doing this. My cables go right past where my cat sleeps, and he keeps undoing one of my monitors.
Uh-oh.
Gotcha, Dora. I was thinking album covers. But no, my small side monitor that my OBS is on has an extension
Ugh.
adapter because I didn't have a display cable. My
Got it.
old graphics card was 1 display port, 3 HDMI. This is 1 HDMI, 3 display ports, so I had to use an adapter that's HDMI to display port.
Yeah, my old one had 1 HDMI, 3 display ports. This one has 1 HDMI, 2 display ports. So I lost a display port. Stealing that. I don't think anybody's claimed to this village anyway. It's weird, there's no waystone in this village.
A lot of them don't seem to have spawned with them.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you have... I'm just seeing where all you've traveled to.
Oh.
Because I knew you went around my base after going to that one village. It's like, oh, now you're way up there.
But yeah, I went...
I like seeing other players on the map.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. Oh. YouTube's yelling at me. Am I still listening? Yeah, but I'm gonna switch playlists now.
Spawn had 2 waystones. And I stole the 1. It's been interesting to see, like, they either spawn, it seems to be like almost they spawn a ton or they spawn none.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. God, I keep slouching. This new chair I like this new chair, but the problem with it is the headrest is probably where it should be, but I feel like it's too far back.
Yeah, that's...
Oh god, my 90s music just started playing Nickelback.
Oh, no.
Granted, I would say
Alright.
it's the first single that was popular. How You Remind Me. I think the problem with Nickelback is a lot of their stuff is very similar. It's not bad, but like they're not as bad as people give them crap for.
Well, I just switched
I
over
don't
to a 90s, early 2000s pop playlist, so let's see how this goes. I already got Backstreet Boys.
For Bigby, I don't mind if people move it. I put it there because I think it's an interesting and safe spot to spawn without having to be inside. Like, that's why I put it up there, because it's like, this is a spot where you're not going to get ambushed when you log on the server, you're not at risk, but you also aren't in a room when you join.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, Iris, have a good lurk.
Surrounding the bottom of the tower with water so you could just jump off.
Yeah, that might save it. Like, having a quick way down.
Yeah.
Like, I added the ladder, making it nicer.
Yeah. That's nice for getting up, but getting down a little faster would be nice.
What I need is a mod that that makes hay bales take all your fall damage, so you can Assassin's Creed it. I've seen them.
If you could get the sound effect to play too.
You know what? I'll look into it though and see if I can have hay bales take all fall damage. And see how hard it would be to add to the server. Because I think that would be a good one, just to be like, yeah, no, here, you have a quick way down, and it can be aesthetic depending on what you're trying to do. And
I know powdered snow does.
I have a feeling. So I posted this on Blue Sky, and I have a feeling this is part of why Iris commented with the lurking hello. I posted on Blue Sky just basically a statement of, there's obviously no requirement to do it, but I think a lot of people don't think saying hi and then immediately going to lurk is polite, so they don't do it. But I'll be real, hearing somebody has decided to tune in to make me background noise is actually a really satisfying thing, and I think people need to hear, like, no, I love knowing that, even if you can't stay in chat, like, just the idea of going, hey, I'm popping in just for a minute, I'm gonna be lurking, whatever. Honestly, it's a great feeling.
Honestly, it's something I need to do more often.
Yeah, a lot of people though won't. So yeah, like Timber doing that, like it's great, but like a lot of people will tune in and just lurk immediately without saying anything, which is fine, totally cool. But knowing that somebody has said, "Hey, I'm putting you on in the background," and just being like, somebody likes listening to me, I'm background noise for somebody. That's an awesome feeling. Like even like numbers might be one thing, but having the word said means more. It's I think kind of along those Ice Snow. It's kind of along those lines of
Hi. It's good to see you.
I think one of the best ways to kind of put it is the statement of you know I love you. Yeah, but you never say it.
Yeah.
Like it's just one of those like hearing the words,
knowing something and then hearing it is different. Like it's like, you know, yeah, I know, but it's nice to hear it too.
Yeah. It's obviously, like, nobody has to change, but I feel like a lot of people do worry about that. Like, I'm somebody who doesn't say hi as much as I should and just lurks. But I'm also very ADHD, and I will hang out for a stream for a little bit, and maybe it's only 10 minutes, and then I'm gone to the next one. I don't say bye in streams, typically, because I feel like I'm drawing attention to myself.
That's fair. I don't
And it's just, like, I want to try and be as, like... I want to work on this year talking with people more and being more supportive in a way that I'm not really changing what I'm doing other than like saying, hey, I'm popping in for a bit, you know?
Yeah.
Because I know it makes me feel good.
Making your presence known.
Yeah. Oh God, Miley Cyrus.
Oh no.
Party in the USA. Re-listening to this, there was aggressive auto-tune on this song. No, but like I'm not faulting her singing ability or anything like that. I'm not gonna comment on her as a person. But like it's I can hear it digitized, like I can hear that it's off. Like I can actually hear a little bit of the like crunch. I feel like if it was like remastered, they'd probably fix that now.
Yeah.
Like a remastered one would sound considerably different because they just do the same auto-tune on the same audio again, but fix things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things. I think with Miley Cyrus, no matter like what I say, I think it's important to acknowledge that Miley is a side effect of childhood stardom.
Not only that, being the child of probably one of the most memey musicians.
Yeah.
Like, people like to forget, like, yeah, but her dad is Billy Ray Cyrus, like the most memed, like, people joke about Achy Breaky Heart every 3 seconds.
You know, you say that, but I was actually at the point of, it was Achy Breaky Heart, right? In my head, like, I've actually reached the point of almost forgetting about that song's existence until just now.
Sorry.
No, I just think that's interesting. Like, it's fallen out of being a trend, but no, 100% 20 years ago, oh my god, you could not avoid hearing that song all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, her dad did Don't Tear My Heart, My Achy Breaky Heart. I just don't, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like that, plus being a Disney kid.
Yeah, no. That's the thing. The only person that was a Disney kid that I personally can think of that has actually arguably made it out all right is Britney Spears. And that was after definitely not making it out all right for a long time.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember her name. God, she was in everything. Ah, crap, I can't remember her name now.
Yeah, you know.
Voice actress for Kim Possible.
I do not know. Lindsay Lohan?
No, not
No,
Lindsay
but that's
Lohan.
what we just said in chat.
No, not Lindsay Lohan. Her name started with a C. Can't remember it to save my life right now. But she used to be in like a ton of Disney stuff. Like,
oh, are we talking about is it the one who was Hillary Duff?
She wasn't, not Hillary Duff. Played alongside Hillary Duff in
Christy
Cadet
Romano.
Code. Yeah, Christy Carlson Romano.
I you know what? I've never heard the name before. I know who you're talking about, but I've never heard her name. But I wasn't a Disney kid, so I think that has some.
See, I was a Disney and Nickelodeon kid because that's what channels we had.
Yeah. No. I mean, I'm not faulting Disney on that. It's just I wasn't Disney.
Yeah.
I was Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network and Fox Kids and 13 ABC.
Yeah, I was mostly Nickelodeon, Kids WB, and Disney. Fox and Fox Kids, but
I like how
after we moved, but
Big B added water to spawn, right? It was Big B? Yeah, Big B added water. And I look over the edge, no water. Look over second edge, no water. It was the two directions I didn't look.
That's hilarious. Here, let me go to spawn, let me see.
You did the same too. It's very much like out of all the directions I could have looked.
there wasn't enough room on.
Make you feel beautiful.
It was just funny.
I like that we're slowly ending up with everybody having a magnet in their offhand. Okay, I don't know if it was in the pack I released, if you've updated to that one. Do you have do you see your hand right now, I guess would be the thing, your left hand?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I
so
see-
you don't
well,
have hide hands.
Yeah, I see that my torch is in my offhand.
Yeah, I can't see torch. By default I couldn't see that. There's a mod called Hide Hands that I've installed,
Let
and
me see.
you can add items to it that won't show.
I don't have it.
By
yeah,
default, it
so
has torches. I removed torches from the list of items and added paper because the magnet is technically paper.
The magnet looks like paper.
Yeah. I saw that. Ooh, sorry, amethyst shards. Okay, so if I grab 2 of those. Okay, I need to go back to my base now.
Okay.
No. So, because there's amethyst shards there, I didn't have any. And I believe, if I remember the recipe correctly, I need that, and then go through my
There's
mess.
another,
Evanescence time.
A more powerful magnet.
Yeah. Which I believe.
Sorry, you just reminded me I should probably add more amethyst shards to that.
Yeah, so it is 8 range instead. So double the range on the magnet, which granted, don't really need it to be that powerful, but like I think 4 is shockingly powerful. Like,
So, what's the recipe? It's 2 amethyst shards and
copper.
oh my god. Enya.
I got Evanescence play right now with Wake Me Up Inside. Evanescence is an interesting band because I'm gonna be real. Like while Wake Me Up Inside definitely a good song, and I'm not faulting that by any means. The weirdest thing to me with Evanescence is they were a very differently marketed band than any other band out there. And I would say that their song was the most played song on TV because their marketing plan was to sell the album via commercial.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other artist that ever did that other than like 60s art, like saying, oh, Beatles album, blah, 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 call now, like things like that. But like for an active band making new songs, Evanescence specifically had commercials for their album.
Yeah, it did.
And it was just the one song. It was no other songs that they ever showed up. It was just Bring Me to Life had its own commercials for the album.
Yeah.
Which is
it's like
just...
how I've got the most normal looking house on my ceiling on my island.
I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I might have the wrong band. I do apologize. And I would not advise listening to her music by any means. But the label that Evanescence was on was the same one as the Dresden Dolls. And I only know this because I listened to Amanda Palmer's autobiography before everything. And she talks about this and how they were, like, absolute hell to work with. Like, really, really did not want to pay anybody for anything kind of stuff. I am vaguely referencing Amanda Palmer while talking about Evanescence. Spooky. Amanda Palmer can go do one.
Yeah.
And I say this as somebody who was a big fan of Amanda Palmer a decade ago and prior. But no, with things that have come to light since. Bat just flew in front of my face. The new bats are so cute.
They are super cute. I hate when they fly in front of my face suddenly when I'm caving and scare the living daylights out of me, but...
That is a polite way to put it, Spooky. You just may want to do some research into Amanda Palmer. Yeah. Yeah. Not a topic I really want to get into. Just very much of a... Be aware of who her partner was, who she has a kid with, and know that she is a very strong defender of his statements.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I don't know. I put that in my dirt barrel, but it's going in my dirt barrel. It's fine. It's not dirt.
Listen. The only person I would be extremely disappointed if he ended up being horrible. Well, two people. Keita Takahashi, who's not even music related, but Keita Takahashi would be, I would be very sad if he ended up being a jerk, but there's no part of me that thinks he could be. And then Voltaire. And Voltaire is somebody who has made some statements that in the past that are questionable, but he's somebody that, like, I mean, I've made awkward things that were uninformed and grown from them kind of thing. It's like, times change and we grow. So as long as people are showing growth, then it's all good.
Yeah.
Nice. So did I, Spooky. I met Voltaire back in college for my 18th birthday. It was fun because it was back during the MySpace era that I met him, and I was super nervous to meet him and whatnot. And I asked to get a photo with him. I gave my friend one of the cameras, and he took the camera from my friend and took a MySpace angle selfie with me.
Oh,
like wrapped his arm around me and took a selfie with me. While I was a nervous wreck. I got a shout out while he was on stage and everything, and because it was my birthday and stuff, and it was just...
Oh, that's sweet, though.
Yeah. He was just the opening act, but it was just one of those, like... Oh.
I have a weird thing. Like, so, when I meet, like, celebrities or... famous, air quotes, people, I don't panic and get nervous. It's weird. Like, everybody around me will be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, and I'm just sitting there like they're a person.
I think it depends. I don't... Celebrities in general, I would probably be that way, but I think when it came to Voltaire, Voltaire is kind of... part of why I'm still around. So there's a level
fair.
of that, like... There's that level of admiration there.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I'm kind of tearing up at saying that, but yeah, no, Voltaire is... It is just funny, because, like, in regards to Voltaire, I found Voltaire through a $5 album at Hot Topic that they just had on the counter, and he was just 2 songs on it. One was, I don't remember what the one song was. I think it was Almost Human was one song on there, and then the other song on there was Brains from Billy and Mandy. Yeah, no, honestly, that's kind of the thing. Voltaire is a very kind person. I do think he's got some songs that I would argue are a bit not great, but that's time, right? Like, the songs are 20 years old. Or even just a decade old. Times change. Like, you wouldn't make certain songs now because you go,
Times change. Things can be a product of their time, and so long as people, like...
acknowledge it.
acknowledge it and go, yeah, I was an idiot, or, you know, that was just how we thought back then. I don't believe any of this now, you know. Yep. People are allowed to grow.
Yep, and I also think it doesn't help to necessarily when it comes to like comfort things, right?
Yeah.
Classic songs. It's a matter of like you can like things, but if the creator is harmful or things like that, don't loudly proclaim these things and don't try to suggest them to other people. Is I think
Yeah,
kind of the
like-
line is like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like how I will never ever recommend
Maybe
things.
Artisy. I don't remember the name of the album, but that is entirely possible. That was a. I remember it being a paper case, like it wasn't actually even a hard shell. It was a paper one. So that is entirely possible. That is the same album. But yeah, it was weird because like Hot Topic used to carry mixtapes. I would say yes,
Oh, yeah.
Artisy, because I would have. I wasn't in high school yet when I got it. So yeah, 2002 would be about right.
Old.
But yeah, Hot Topic used to occasionally carry mixed CDs.
Cries an old man. uh,
Hot Topic also carried movies. Hot Topic is where I first got the movie Battle Royale.
Hot Topic had the weirdest assortment. And then they had a ton of rip-off stuff for a
Yeah.
hot minute. Where a lot of stuff was like plagiarized.
Yeah. Which I don't think
Or
is necessarily
stolen
them. I think they had poor vetting processes.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, still an issue, but I think it was just poor vetting.
Yeah.
For me, my main two stores that I went to growing up were Hot Topic and FYE.
I miss FYE.
FYE
So
was nice. It
terrible,
had a
but, man.
great music selection, and it had actually an anime section.
Yeah, oh yeah, I used to go to the anime section all the time.
That's where I
miss-
found the most lesbian-influenced anime I've ever seen, and it's still up there in the list. And this includes, like, because let's be real, there's a lot of lesbian anime that exists now.
I was gonna say,
But it's not
does this
subtle.
include
But they're
Utena?
subtle. They're subtle, though. No. But, like, a lot of it now is not... It's like you could... There's plausible deniability about them being gay and a lot of, like, magical girl stuff and things like that, right? Like...
Yeah.
There's a plausible deniability that they could do. Oh, they're just good friends. They just really care about each other, blah, blah, blah.
Sailor
FYE
Moon,
is where I
they're
got Read or
cousins.
Die.
Ah.
Read or Die
Read or
is a you cannot you cannot deny that one. But that's also where I got Serial Experiments Lane
Mm,
and
oh,
you
Serial
seen the kitties
Experiments Lane.
recently?
I have a friend
It's
that
been an hour.
loves Lane.
Perhaps you should take a quick break to make sure they aren't up to
Oh,
I need to
God,
rewatch
Aqua.
Lane because I don't think it was as good as people hyped it up to be. It was surrealist.
It was surrealist, yes. It was
But I
very
don't think it's that
strange.
good. I think it's influential, but I don't think it's that good.
I watched it once.
I would
don't
say from
remember
the
much
same
about it.
creator, from the same writer, and I would recommend this. Hibine Renmai, or Renmei. Hibine Renmei?
I don't know if I
Um,
should. I don't know if I should skip Barbie Girl or not. I'm gonna skip it. I don't feel like listening to Barbie Girl by Aqua.
With Read or Die, I actually have the box set somewhere, probably still, shut away. But the box set for it was made to look like a book.
Oh, that's fun.
It's
remember
it's
that
plastic,
now.
but it looks like a leather-bound book.
Yeah, I never watched it, but I do remember seeing that.
Oh,
never, like-
it is
Toby-
all about paper controlling magic and lesbians.
Yeah, Toby loved
That is
it.
the entire.
but I never watched it. You know what anime I hated? This is completely apropos of nothing. It's just because we're to talk about anime. I hated
it.
Chobits.
I never bothered with it because it felt creepy with the little things I knew.
It's gross.
I think the problem, if we're talking like 2000s, mid 2000s, right? Mid 2000s anime and a little bit prior, the big issue that came in with a lot of it is the US didn't have a huge range of what we were getting yet.
Yeah.
So you found ones that were all right, and you kind of ignored the creepy bits.
Most of the anime that I watched was actually torrented fan subs because I used to attend an anime club at my college. So a lot of the stuff that I saw was at that club.
I torrented a lot as well. One of the big ones I remember watching with my ex at the time was Fruits Basket.
I loved Fruits Basket.
Fruits Basket was...
Even though they messed up hard on Akito?
Are we talking the original or the remake?
The original anime, they messed up.
I don't remember who they are. I just remember watching it a lot in my...
The head of the Soma family.
I don't know what that means. Oh, I've never seen Utena, so I can't comment on that one.
Oh, I'm not talking about it.
No, sorry, my chat brought it up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. But yeah, no, Fruits Basket. They messed up. At least I don't know. I didn't watch it subbed. I watched it dubbed. But the English version, they messed up a character's voice but it hadn't the manga hadn't revealed something yet. So they cast a character.
I'm assuming part of this is basically really bad casting based on what they knew. Would have been fine with what they knew, and then
then there's the reveal in the manga. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the problem with getting me to watch old anime is very difficult. Just kind of want to cover this for chat. Getting me to watch older anime is difficult because I don't have a great attention span, and I'm also highly I'm very picky about acting quality on things in general when I'm aware of them, and I become more aware over time. So I got into a lot of... I never watched most live action movies until I was in college because I was so used to movies having more what I would consider stage acting versus method acting.
That's fair.
Like, before Donnie Darko was the change. Donnie Darko was where people felt like real people to me. But prior to that, I was so used to what I could only describe as, even though I did enjoy the movie, The Mummy. The Mummy is over-the-top acting.
I didn't like The Mummy.
I need to be right back, though. Mari just yelled at me. So,
alrighty.
I will be taking a 3-minute break. I'm just going to mute myself. They'll still be able to hear you, but I will be right back.
Alrighty. So now y'all get me. Now I get to ramble about nothing apparently. So I'm still looking for that potion stand, brewing stand.
Let me take the Katamari.
Okay, well I'm gonna sleep, just so I don't get blown up by a creeper while I read this passage. Let's see. All right.
Oh God!
Now I'm gonna self
Help!
censored this one, but it's the F-tailed flycatcher. Common name: fork-tailed flycatcher.
Oh, great. It's gonna get worse.
Haha, look at this dumb shit's tail. A wanderer from the tropics. It shows up almost every year in North America, reaching as far as the northeastern seaboard. It's impossible to predict where they will show up, though. Because most fork-tailed flycatchers reaching us have come from southern South America
I
and
can't
we're
see
headed
it.
for Mexico.
Guys,
What an F up. This bird can't even do basic bird
can't
things
see
right.
anymore. I don't know what's happening. I'm going with the battle nuns. Let's watch the fight. 40% chance.
That is
The
the
bell rings.
F-tailed
the battle nuns leap
flycatcher.
forward. Her sword flashing. The gladiators. Blah 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 blah.
Okay.
Blah 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 blah.
I'm gonna
Words,
skip this.
Words,
Okay.
mouth make word go.
No.
Blah blah blah.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not in the mood for whatever that song was. Now, what's the next song?
Where do you go?
Okay, I'll deal with bye bye bye.
Alright.
Yes, let's all laugh.
I figure I'll just run through a little bit of the savannah to try and find.
Get headshots with the rifle.
Yeah. I was kind of obsessed with NSYNC when I was a kid. Until the No Strings Attached album, I did not like that one.
No. Game. No. I'm not dead yet. You stop that. Oh God.
Oh. Snips ring with a party of
I
six.
can't
Thank
see
you.
anything. What
Welcome,
even?
welcome, Raiders. Thank you for the
Destroy
follow.
these cabbages.
I really appreciate that. Welcome. Hey.
My cabbages.
What are we playing?
Wait, I got it right. My
Let me
cabbages.
do a quick shout out. Thank
Is
you.
that better?
Nothing in the bathroom. There's
Where are you going?
I'm looting the house. That's what you're
Why-
supposed to do.
You picked a spot for me to go to. I went to it, and you're nowhere near it. You told me to go here.
Playing D&D. Awesome.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Ha.
Hi back. I'm Lee. I messed up.
I got my mail. I got a thing for my stylus because I think all artists here can, or all people with a stylus in general, are aware that it's really easy to lose your stylus. Like obnoxiously easy to lose your stylus, right? I got these things that they are a spring kind of wrapped weird, but you slide the stylus through it. So the stylus can then just stick onto your monitor or your tablet or whatever, and it ain't moving.
Mm-hmm.
And it expands
Love
to
it
fit
when
any
it's
stylus.
Raining in a dry biome. But that's cool. Ooh.
Yeah, so now I can just pick my stylus to my monitor. I won't lose it anymore.
Just making sure that I'm not encroaching on anybody by looking at the map, and I found
I'm
another
hoping there's
village.
not a waystone.
Well, I haven't gotten to it. Oh God, it's another really stupid village. But there is a
Wow,
there's
Avon went
there's a
really far
chapel.
south. Avon went as far south as I went west. You can't subscribe because Twitch won't accept. It won't let you subscribe. It won't let you subscribe because Twitch. That's weird. It won't let you subscribe because Twitch won't accept your email.
Weird. This is a stupid village.
Is your email through like a specific? Is it a weird URL or something? Or does it mean you haven't confirmed your email?
I'm sorry. Well, no, it was moved. So
It's a G. So maybe you just never did you
Hold on.
confirm your email? Did you just need to verify it again?
Trying to see if there's a waystone around here. Verify that nobody took over this village.
I'm gonna ask a weird question on this, Spooky. Are you in the UK? Is it trying to require you to verify your age? Is what it actually means, and it's giving you the wrong message? Gonna load in Avon's area just so I have that spot marked on my map.
Look at it, Somya. It's
Well,
like
don't get that. Don't be that specific. Sorry, we don't do locations more specific than country. It's not letting me delete that. Let me delete the message.
like
Oh, there it goes. Ooh.
it's one of the stupid ones on a mountain that like is impossible to get up to certain spots. That's why it's a stupid village. I shouldn't have to play parkour master just to get up to the next level of naturally spawned village.
I get you. Yeah, you're good, Spooky. I just we basically. I mean, good luck. I would assume your issue would be that it needs you to verify your email and it's wording it poorly, but I don't know. But also, regardless of that, I appreciate what I'm assuming is an intent to sub, even though you're unable to. That does mean a lot, so thank you for that.
Yes, cold. But I think I'm gonna steal the potion stand from this chapel because I don't see any marks of anybody having claimed this one.
I mean, judging by where you are, there's no one in that area.
Yeah.
Like,
now how do I
cold
get
is
down
directly cold right now looks to be halfway between Avon and Spawn. But I've seen nobody go west. Everybody went north or east.
Okay.
Except for you and me. And then Avon and Cold went south. So
I'm sorry, cat. I'm sorry. Okay, you're still alive. Good.
they don't take fall damage. So
okay, good.
yeah, cats are immune to fall damage.
As soon as I placed the block, it kind of ran over and then fell. And I was like... So it's good to know that they don't take fall damage.
Yep.
All right.
One of the only mobs.
Then my brewing stand. It's mine now. I claim it. I didn't... It ran in front of me, Somya. I will not take the blame for that.
I don't mind where anybody bases on the server. My only concern with spawn is that you probably don't want it directly at spawn, but I mean, y'all are gonna end up being more active on the server than I am. That's always how it goes. So, like, build where you want. Y'all can manage yourselves and communicate if y'all are worried, but
yeah.
I would say if spawn is unloading, you're far enough, you know.
That's fair.
Hey, VJ.
I like my mushroom island. Whoa! You just fell in a stupid hole, but I thought it was a lot deeper than it went.
No luck, Spooky? You may just have to email, like, contact their support.
Does anyone want to build with me? I mean, I'll help you, Somya, but I don't want to live in the end. I love it.
Also, I like how your title says it's just Cameron JK's private SCP. It's called Moon Rabbit, thank you.
Shush. Fine.
No, I'm just teasing. I saw that earlier. I was like, Moon Rabbit.
There you go.
I still am proud of my original. So I used to have a... No, so... Well, I guess, Greg's is, like, here, I think. In this little spot. So Greg's was about halfway between Spawn and Lee's base. But a bit south. Like, just a little bit. I think right here or here. But... Okay. Yeah, no, there's... like, as far as on land goes, to the west is just Lee and me. And northwest is completely empty. Nobody has gone northwest that I am aware
The thing
of.
is, like, I just kind of got in a boat and started exploring around. Happened to come across the Mushroom Island there and decided, I'll just live there.
Yeah. That's the fun thing with this is like everything's pre-rendered. You're not going to be dealing with like loading lag or anything. I preloaded all of the chunks for the server that are accessible. All of them. So Nether and Overworld. So you shouldn't be causing lag spikes or anything like that. The server's already massive. It's not going to get bigger.
Exactly, Big B.
Yeah. I was trying to find an open enough area of land, and I had just gone west, and the problem was it was just all ocean. That size of that warm ocean, though, holy crap. The coral reef.
That all that is huge. And then the tiniest little frozen ocean.
For those unaware, this is all coral reef here.
I'm going to have to wrap up here in a moment. I'll probably send everyone on over Cam's way.
Gasp!
I'm just going to get home, and then I'll be wrapping up my stream. I'm hungry.
Hungrily.
I'm hungrily.
I am using my over-the-shoulder view to not intentionally wall hack, but just because it's funnier to be in third person while I mine this much.
Fair. You have a big hole. That was not meant to come out as bad as it did.
Sure. Mm-hmm. I keep forgetting ladders.
Shush, Somya. You ever say something and then immediately regret everything?
No, that's a you problem, Lee.
Shut up. It's my brain not keeping up with my mouth.
I need to get one of the better animation mods, but I don't like fresh animations, and I don't know how that would interact with the villager models.
You know,
But
I've been reluctant
just-
to add that because of that, too.
Me just, like, floating up the ladder, though, is just like... Theoretically, it wouldn't affect those models much, but the villagers not having a nose in the same manner is where I'm kind of like, I'm not sure what would happen. Do I have any ladders left
Fair.
in my mess of inventories?
Also, I think that villagers should sell blaze powder.
Yeah.
Because how do you make potions if you are playing on peaceful then?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was like, can you get them from piglin trades? But like, are piglins in peaceful?
Don't know.
Because they're passive, right? Like, so I don't know if passive mobs are all there, and
Yeah.
I don't know the rules.
So either piglins should barter with, like, give you blaze powder as part of their bartering, or cleric villagers should have a chance to unlock it. It can be a low chance, but it'd be nice to have the option.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to skip this song. No.
You have that while I'm listening to Feel Good Inc.
Good Ink is such a good... Okay, now we have Christina Aguilera.
I like Feel Good Inc., but I definitely preferred Clint Eastwood.
Fair.
And it may just be nostalgia because like that was Gorilla's first like thing, but There was something about Clint Eastwood that just, like, I love this song. I think it was just it may be more the inspiration that the animation kind of did to me mentally, like, because that was a 2D drawn one.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you luck, Spooky. I wish you luck on getting that sorted. And I appreciate what I am assuming is a desire to subscribe. Hey, Oreo. I may be assuming there, but it sounded like you were trying to subscribe and couldn't because of issues. So I am saying thank you. The intent is what matters there.
Here comes at least my island's rendering in now.
Is there a story
So
behind my
big.
costume? I'm assuming you mean behind my persona, my VTuber. There's not really a story so much. I know people want like lore on personas and stuff, but I've never. It's weird when it comes to. I think this is kind of the thing. I would bet you most furries don't really have lore on their persona. I think they have OCs that have lore. But
A lot
I
of
would.
times a lot of the time a persona is just an avatar of you.
Yeah, it's just me.
Yeah.
Is kind of the thing. It's like there's little bits of inspiration and references to thing, but it's just like, yeah, no, personas are just me.
Yo.
The Cowbear I had that I was before, that one was an OC, but it wasn't me. So that was a different scenario where I could go, oh yeah, it's a reference to this game, blah blah. But this one, the black and white rabbit has just always been my thing, and has always been there, right? But then, like the outfit is inspired, and the outfit's inspired by like dot hack and things like that, but there's no real lore there, or anything like that. We're doing more overlay lore though with this whole stream setup. Yeah, the Cowbear that I was never my persona. The Cowbear was kind of something I fell into. This is weird. I was a VTuber before there were VTubers. Due to weird stuff. It's typical for YouTube channels, especially ones when I started mine 15 to 20 years ago, whatever the range is on there. I started my YouTube channel in, I think, 2010 was when it had started. Maybe 2009. And then I had made the Cowbear as my mascot, so the Cowbear was just on my thumbnails and stuff. Because my old YouTube used to be called Cowbear Gaming, so I had that as the mascot. And then I went on to make that model into. Basically, I would stream, and I used to do face cam for everything. And my mental health started to tank really bad. So on days where my mental health was really bad, I would just put up some fan art or different art I had commissioned in the corner to replace me. And as that went on further, also hi Pluto. As that went on further, I started making it reactive and stuff. And then I just was like, you know what? I'd rather just have the art there. It's less stress for me. I don't have to turn on the lights to make sure the lighting is right. I don't have to keep adjusting the keys every time I start my stream to make sure the lighting didn't fluctuate because of light getting in the window. And then the Cowbear just kind of stuck as my branding. And then early last year, my brain kind of started to become hyper aware of my model and just going, as much as I love it, it's not me. And I started to have kind of an identity crisis over my PNG tuber because it wasn't something that was meant to represent me. The Cowbear did make people uncomfortable, but I think it was uncomfortable in a weird way, and it was an iconic look, right? Like, people would see it, though. Every so often, somebody would make a weird comment about the others, like a very creepy comment, and like, I'm glad that's gone. So yeah. Hey, Dreamer. Yeah, the cowbear was cool. I liked the cowbear, but I'm happy to not be the cowbear because I was never meant to be, and I can still have my little references to the cowbear. We got a little buddy up at the top right now. We got all the little calf pints walking around. But yeah, no, the cowbear just wasn't me, and people were associating me with the cowbear. It's like that's not me. I've always been a rabbit, like always. And it's weird to have a model that wasn't mine. I say always. I was a goat in Second Life, but only because I didn't like the rabbit models that were popular in Second Life, and I modified them into being a goat. Hey, Lauren.
All right, I'm wrapping up now. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Be safe.
Lee, I've been given a cursed question.
What's that?
Is the Katamari game good?
I mean, what kind of
Oh, are you
question is
leaving,
that to
Spooky?
ask you?
Or are you just saying bye to
Alright.
Lee?
I'll stick around for a little bit, but I'm gonna end my stream and send on over to Cam. But all right, get that raid.
Gasp! A Lee raid! Whoever would have seen this coming? Thank you, Lee. Hello, Raiders. I'll do a quick little rundown of everything really
Close
quick.
those out.
So, hello everybody, my name is Cameron JK, my pronouns are they, them. I'm a chill variety streamer who focuses on indie and interactive games, and I'm trying to do more Minecraft. Minecraft used to be a staple of everything I did, and I kind of stepped away from it due to a combination of stress and then too much PC issues. But we've got a new PC, so there's still going to be issues, but they're not going to be the same issues. But the question that was going on, because you were here in my conversation already, because you came from Lee, Katamari is, to me, the best game there has ever been, because it doesn't focus on being what's popular, it focuses on being itself, and there were a lot of games, especially when it came out in 2005, that were really losing their identity, and I was actually falling out of love with games because of it. If you look at games that were popular around 2005, they were all brown shooters. That was just what 2005 was. It was brown shooter, brown shooter, brown shooter, brown shooter, and it wasn't, there was no personality or charm that was really standing out. It's not to say that there weren't other ones, but there weren't any that had that same heart. Katamari, though, as a concept, became something playful and lighthearted and silly and just great. Also, hi Somia, hi Ghoul, hi Lauren. But yeah, no, Katamari is my happy place for good reason. It does stuff that no other game does. Oh god, if we want to talk about the king of all cosmos, that is the one thing that I've been very disappointed in ever since Kata left, is they made the king more palatable. They made the king more palatable and less controversial. And I think that is really lame. You can definitely see it because I think the big sign was when they did Beautiful Katamari for the 360. No, not flanderization. Flanderization is simplifying down to one trait. The issue that they did in Beautiful Katamari, was the big sign because they gave him pants. The king, when Beautiful Katamari happened, the king was a good sign of them trying to make Katamari more meant for kids rather than meant for teens, and make it more palatable and accessible. And it's, you can still see it with the newest title, with Once Upon a Katamari, because again, the king's crotch is covered up, and it sounds like a silly thing, but it's like, you can tell the audience of the game based on the plot line, because the original Katamari, the king gets drunk, destroys all the planets, or all the stars and all the planets. We Love Katamari, the king is taking credit for everything the prince is doing, being a complete dick about it, and not acknowledging what happened in the first one. Me and My Katamari, the king is swimming, does a whole bunch of swimming, and the waves destroy all the islands. King takes no responsibility for it. And then beautiful Katamari, he has pants. He was playing tennis and accidentally created a black hole, and he's like, we need to fix this. And he's much kinder about everything. And that's this huge shift, right? Like, suddenly it's like, wait, the king's growing as a person here. This doesn't feel right. And then Katamari Forever happens, and the king is not in Katamari Forever, really. The king is in a coma for it. So there's no plot line related to the king and what the king has done because he's unconscious for the whole thing. Then they did they did Touch My Katamari, which went back to being weird, but it went... Who zips the words on screen? What? What do you mean? Were there words on screen? I'm confused. Did I miss something? The Robo King does it. In that one, the Robo King does it. You make a robot king to take over for the king, and the Robo King has anxiety about it. And then you're also just voluntarily sending yourself to help the king in that one. So the king is still there, but the king has no worded influence on anything, really. That's weird, Somya. You know what? I'll try and help you out here, Somya. If you could do that one more time, I'm gonna open up the log. If you could try and join, and I can see if there's an error. No, Robo King just screwed up and basically repeated the plot of the first game. But then in Touch My Katamari, the king is like washed up and hates everything and Okay, everything's successfully connected.
Follow your heart and stuff.
I'm gonna head off for a few minutes. I'll be back.
All right.
I need to go get some food and move my butt.
Yeah, food is good. Food is good.
Yes. All right. See you in a little bit.
All right. And then, but in Touch My Katamari, the king is like washed up and whatnot. But I feel like in Touch My Katamari, they went too far to the. Oh, and okay, Funky Somya lost connection, timed out. So yeah, that sounds like it's your internet, Somya. Like it sounds like it's your internet from what I'm seeing there. I didn't get any errors or crash things. It says you timed out. But yeah, Touch My Katamari went too. I don't know. I don't know, Somya. I'm sorry. Are you using a VPN? Maybe you could try a different host on that to jump through. Maybe it'll work there. Where should you buy Katamari? Okay. So I'm always going to lean towards saying consoles are the better way to play it, but I would say the Switch is not the best version. If you have a Switch 2, it's also going to be limited in draw distance because it's only a Switch version. No, Spooky. The issue is Minecraft connection that Somya's having. But oh, PS5 is 100% the best way to play it. I would recommend PS5. If you have a PS5, play it on PS5. If there's a PS4 version, I'm pretty sure it'd also run perfectly fine. You might have slightly longer load times, but the PS4 should be fine. If there is a PS4 version of Once Upon a Katamari, totally play it there. There is the We Love Katamari remaster, which is on 4. So I would say 100% go for that one. We Love Katamari remaster, absolutely fantastic. I think it's probably... I think it is a wonderful and great callback to the old ones. I do think Once Upon a Katamari is the most accessible way to start it if you've never played before. Once Upon a Katamari is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, you don't need, if you can also play on PC, as long as you've got a controller for PC. PC is honestly a completely acceptable way to play it. Just the one rule I would say is don't play the Switch versions. They have horrible draw distance. Unless it's your only way to play it. PC version is great as long as you have a controller. PlayStation versions are going to be the ideal way to play it. If you are going to get PC or the Switch version, Humble Bundle is almost always 25% off. Yeah, well, I'm gonna tell you this, Spooky. You say your keyboard sadly, but you have a PS4. You can just USB your PS4 controller into your PC and it'll work. So you do have a controller for PC if you need one. PS4 controller is a little more complicated to set up than I'd say the PS5 controller, but yeah, you can just plug it in. Actually had this conversation with, I think it was NK last night or the day before. NK was talking about how they were playing with keyboard and mouse and it wasn't great and they needed to get a controller. I'm like, do you have a Switch? It's like, you can just hook the Switch up. It's Bluetooth. PS4 controller is Bluetooth. You can USB or Bluetooth a PS4 controller to PC. Same with a Switch controller. So if you have either of those are acceptable options. I do think Katamari, you should be playing it with a PlayStation style controller though, with the symmetrical analog sticks, if you have a choice. But obviously you're not required to. But the controls feel better with symmetrical analog. But yeah, no. The PS4 controllers can be a bit weird because there's not, I think there's not proper mapping on them, so they're not like, it may display the wrong characters because it thinks it's an Xbox controller when it's plugged in via Steam. So you might get some weird button prompts. We love Katamari Reroll. I think is the most authentic Katamari experience that exists on PC. I do stand by. I don't want to play. I don't want this song. Once Upon a Katamari, I think, is the most accessible one for new players to the game. But it's not by much. Like, I think it's a really enjoyable experience. I think Once Upon is a really, really good one. There are bugs, there are issues, blah, blah, blah. But it has some of the best accessibility controls. For example, when you do, like, a boost move in Katamari, typically in We Love Katamari, well, in all other ones other than Once Upon, you have to wiggle the analog sticks up and down to boost. Whereas in Once Upon, you can just press the left trigger. So it's just more accessible in Once Upon. And Once Upon, just to be clear, Once Upon took me 60 hours to beat. Now, We Love Katamari technically took me months to beat because of one of the levels, but I will say along those same lines that while it did take longer to beat, in We Love Katamari, I was playing 90% of it was one level. So I wouldn't argue that it's the same kind of quality, right? So take your picks there. I think it was 120 hours of gameplay on We Love Reroll. And then Once Upon was 60 when I beat it. But yeah, it was the roses. It was mostly roses. The one rose level, completely optional final level of We Love Katamari was 1,000,000 roses. And that level just took me months. I'm sorry you're having issues, Spooky. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, Somia, I definitely see why you were timing out. You're the only person that I've seen on the server with less than 5 bars. So yeah, there's some connection to the server you're specifically having issues with. Look at that. Even Avon has 5 bars. Oof. Were you having this issue before, Somia, or is that just today? Okay, yeah, so yeah, I was gonna say, you're normally fine. Just having specifically an issue today. Maybe it'll sort itself out once the server reboots. Stop it! Fair, stop. 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 Well, hopefully it's just a temporary issue and it'll fix itself. I like that Avon's been vibing on the server, but doesn't even have the heart to say hello to chat. I hope everybody's having an alright Sunday. It's Sunday, right? I appreciate y'all coming by and hanging out and being here. I recently did a post on Blue Sky, and I do want to kind of comment this to people watching. Obviously, no requirement for any of y'all to do this or anything like that, but I do want to bring this up because I do feel like people worry about doing stuff like this. If you are here, if you are hanging out, I appreciate you. You are wonderful. Never be afraid to just say, hi, I've got you on in the background, I'm going to lurk. I know some people, myself included, have this habit of feeling like, oh, if I say hi, I should hang out. No streamer is going to force you to do that. If you say, hey, I'm going to put you on in the background, I got stuff I got to do today, but I like watching your streams, people are 100% going to love and appreciate that. That's kind of my goal, is that if I'm going to do that, even if it's only for a little bit, I do want to tell streamers, hey, I'm here, I'm stopping by for a bit. I'm just going to be lurking. Because I think we need to all kind of find that little bit of courage, even if it's a little thing, to just go, hey, no, I'm here, your background noise for me today, but I just wanted, like, I'm just letting you know I'm here. Obviously, again, you're not required to do that for me or anything like that, but I do think it's good to tell people that. And get people more in that vibe of just existing. Hey, Mose! I guess it's Mossifus. Moss! Oh no! Aw, thank you, Fox. That means a lot. That's been my goal for a long time, and I know this sounds silly, but it's been my goal for 10 years now, specifically where I kind of found what I wanted to be. I want to be a comfort streamer. I want to be a place that people can go to and feel like they're chill and they belong, and that I can be kind of a step away. Because, like, I get stressed out. Mosifus. Are you cool with Mose? Are you cool with Mose? Because like, I do try to reduce things. Like, obviously, if you're not cool with Mose, I won't say Mose, but are you cool with Mose? Or Mo, or... What about the ghost chains? What's the story with the ghost chains? Ah! The chains! The chains that are incomplete. The chains had plans, and the plans fell short due to issues. And I'll probably still bring it back, but I'm trying to adapt to my new computer. Not Moss. Okay. Got it. I will try my best. If I do say Moss, I apologize. It is not on purpose. We just have a tendency with Moss in this stream in general as a thing, so I may slip over to that, and I do apologize. I will try to do Mose. But the chains are... Because my character's outfit is inspired by Dot Hack, I wanted to lean into having a weapon. The original design of my character was kind of... When I back when I was a teen. I was trying to write a story, and it was post-apocalyptic, and my character existed. My persona had a long staff with a chunk of concrete stuck to the end, basically like an old street sign was basically it, and the concrete end of it was the weapon my character had. That was just what their weapon was. And I wanted to do something that kind of worked on that same concept of having a weighted weapon for my character. And I'm a big fan of the meteor hammer. The meteor hammer is a really cool weapon. So I was going to do some concrete spheres that were hanging off of it. And while I do like that idea, I think what I'm going to do is change it a bit to be a little more fun. I'll probably do one end being a concrete sphere hanging off the one end, and then the other end I want to do a lantern. I want to have a lantern that's casting some light off of it. Because I've been having a lot of fun doing like time of day and glowing lighting and stuff like that. So I'd like to hang like a chunk of concrete off the one and then a lantern off of like the left one. But I've been slacking on working on that because like I actually have other expression files that I've just not applied. But now with the new PC, as much as I can do more, I'm having some issues with OBS fighting other things, so I don't want to toy with a lot of the more intensive stuff yet. Until I can hopefully figure out more. The obvious fix for me, I think, is going to be once this PC's paid off, which won't be until May. I think May is when it's paid off. Either May or August, I can't remember. But once the PC is paid off, I'll invest in getting a small PC, like I think a micro PC. Mainly a micro PC case, a motherboard, a power supply, and then I'll do a dual PC setup, and then I'll just have OBS on that computer and nothing else. And then I'll do most of my that and my bot will all run on that computer, and then I'll just do a capture card of this PC and just have a better setup. But I'll just need to get a motherboard for that one, really. Transfer my old CPU and my old GPU into it, transfer the RAM into it, and then I won't have to worry about them competing over resources ever again. At least that's the hope. But, yeah. Ding! Nope, not playing her. I mean, yeah, I don't disagree with that being a thing, Artsy, but the amount of things I do that are not just base OBS, I wouldn't want to overload it. Because I could definitely overload it with the amount of stuff I do. Orbs. I like that beard. I like that. I wish I had a beacon right now. The server is less than a week old. I wish I had a beacon, though. The server launched on New Year's Eve. So, it hasn't been out a lot of days, and I've only been playing on stream. Really, so. Yeah, this is a brand new server. This server is available to Streamloot subscribers. We use Streamloots because it involves people to jump through a few hoops. Right now, my goal on the server, I'm gonna build a whole city. I have plans for like multiple projects and things like that. But the main thing for me is I'm gonna create this giant shaft here. I'm gonna fill in these walls as well. But we got this giant shaft. But I'm going to have this area inspired heavily by, probably not even going to need to be this low, but this is fine. Inspired by Talos Principle. You're asking for chunk boundaries. We are not in a chunk boundary. Like, we're not. I'm offset. You can see. I could have planned for it. I didn't really want to because this is a 15 by 15 hole. So it's like it wouldn't fit in the chunk properly even if I did it. But in Talos Principle, there's this area, there's these areas inside the giant pyramid, and they're super, have a lot of knolling and rough edges and things like that to them. And I really love the design of it, and I want to use that as some inspiration. And combining this with armor stands and things, I think I can create something really, really cool. I'm just not quite there. I need to check my mods. There was a... Is it under E? I think it's under E. I don't think it's... No, it's not on this, because the mod... There was a mod that was breaking things for me. I need to check something, but there's an entity renderer that allows you to see entities from further away, and I do need to make sure I get that working for this base, or it's not going to be right. I would argue, Wim, that the modded Minecraft that mine runs, because of the mods that are in it, even though there's like over 100, it should run better than regular vanilla Minecraft. So if it can run vanilla Minecraft in Java, it should be able to run this, because this has optimization mods in it, things like that. So I don't think that would be what would be stopping you. I would say, though, if you're running it on a laptop, you need to make sure other things aren't necessarily there. Like running in the background. So I'm assuming here, Wim, but I'm assuming that's your computer now. Is it fully yours? Or are you just using it to play Minecraft? Because if it's fully yours, what I would say is you're going to want to do a full, like, system clean, like reformat the whole thing. And then run a Windows debloat. That'll get rid of all the other stuff. So you can get rid of everything you don't need on it. Like, get rid of all of it, right? So you'll want to run a Windows debloat, so that way it's as simple as it can get. And then that should help speed up anything, remove background processes, things like that. And then when you're playing Minecraft, you would want to be just playing Minecraft. So you'd want to make sure it's full screen, nothing else running, just do that, and you should be fine. But the problem is Windows tries to run a lot of background processes. So you gotta be very aware of like what all it's trying to force on and run in the background, and it's a pain. It's a good song. I like the lyrics of the song, and I don't think it's really talked about enough, but he had a good dad. Like, if the message from his dad in this song is literally like, help uplift people who are less fortunate. Compare that to my dad, who is, for lack of a better word, piece of shit who only cares about himself. It's a different mod pack, Somya, for the recipes. So it's not in this one. Because it takes more than a log to make a barrel. I think it's trying to be accurate for this one rather than give advantageous recipes. Katamari is my favorite game of all time, and it is why I love video games the way I do. It's also why I'm sitting on a Katamari right now. I love Katamari so much. The soundtrack is my most listened to music of all time as well. One of my favorite things on this server, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but we've not been attacked by phantoms at any point. I found a really, really cool mod. And what it does is it removes the phantoms from the overworld, but it moves them all to the end. Hey, Chalice. It moves all phantoms to the end. And since the end is in perpetual night, hope you slept before you went in. We're nearing the end. We are nearing the end of this digging. I mean, Somia, I mean, you can still base in the end. You just gotta make sure you have a roof. The one thing I tried to find, I have tried and tried and tried to find mods for this. Because it is something no, the end is just the basic end. I did not do custom world gen for the end. The one thing I wanted to do for the end, and I could not find a mod for this, and I'm still sad that there doesn't seem to be one. I want a mod for the end that reduces gravity by 25%. It's been mixed for me, Chalice. I got a new computer. I'm having a lot of tech issues with it, though, when it comes to streaming specifically. Everything runs fine until I try to stream. Because OBS wants to use up a bunch of VRAM, and my system does not want to give it VRAM, and then a lot of games want to take all the VRAM. And there's a fight there, so I have to do encoding via software. As long as I have it on software encoding and turn off hardware acceleration in OBS, I'm fine. But I shouldn't have to do that. This is the thing. I shouldn't have to do that. But yeah, turning off hardware acceleration, encoding as software has stopped my issue seemingly. But I'm not happy about it. Oh, you would think so. You would think so. I also had to turn off hardware accelerated graphics scheduler, HAGS. Because that was also causing issues. But like, I was playing Freeride. Absolutely amazing game. Would recommend. It's a Unity game. And it was consuming my PC when I would stream. I would drop frames no matter what I did, and I still am not certain if there's a fix. And it was a Unity game. Unreal Engine games, I expect to do that. Unity? Nope. An indie Unity game was eating up my computer, but doing a test run on Red Dead Redemption 2 with the benchmark and stuff. No issues. Benchmark only took up half of what my GPU could do. Benchmark for Red Dead Redemption 2, perfectly fine. Indie game running Unity? Nope. So, I will say this computer, the one difference for this computer versus any computer I've ever had before, this is the first time I've had an AMD CPU and GPU, and I believe that is related to the issue. Because AMD CPU and GPU both working together, there is supposedly a system built in that it shares or offloads stuff from the CPU to the GPU, and I don't want it to do that. My CPU is perfectly fine and capable of all of this, what it's supposed to do, but it's offloading processes into the VRAM of the card to optimize things so the CPU doesn't lag. But I have I think it was a 7900 3D chip. It's fine. It doesn't need to offload. It can process everything that I want it for fine. But it's offloading it, and that's causing issues. And it's like, great, that's totally how this should be. Yeah, No, that was I did see that did exist, Somia, when I was looking at things. The one thing that has happened, and I do want to, nope, not that I can find, Chalice, not that I can find. Though I will say this, there is, what is the resize bar? There is a setting for whatever it's called, in AMD that I did mess with when I was looking at this. There is an optimization, and I hate that I'm using this term, but I think this is one of the practical uses of it that should be done. There is a system built-in AI analyzer for optimizing CPU and GPU usage depending on what you're doing. Yeah, I toggled it, Somia. It didn't help. But having the system basically analyze my processes and optimize them automatically, I have enabled that, and it does seem to be helping. I am against generative AI. I am not against analytical AI. So y'all can burn me at the stake for that one, if I guess. But a local analytical AI deciding whether or like where to move processes off to, I am down for. That is a good use for it. But yeah. Yeah, well, when it's analyzing locally, but I don't think data analysis should be used in trying to read things that are not directly input data, right? Like I'm opposed to it being used to like summarize things, right? Summary is bad. Doing basic algorithms, that's good. That's stuff we've been using for decades. I'm fine with that. Image analysis I'm okay with for like medical stuff. But I would say with medical stuff, it does need to be verified and double checked. I think it should just be as a, here's an obvious sign we found. Rexon! Hello! Hello, Raiders. We're digging a hole. We're digging a hole. Diggy, diggy, diggy. What were you up to? Was it more Minecraft? You pretty much only play Minecraft lately. I know you've got other things. I saw in your playlist you have Super Lesbian Animal RPG. Have you been playing that yet? Or do you just have it? We dug a hole! You were here for the finish. But hello, Raiders. My name is Cameron JK. My pronouns are they, them. I'm a chill variety streamer who focuses on indie and interactive games for y'all to vibe and chill with and all that fun stuff. Thank you for the follow. You get that little gold star on the left side of the screen. Those gold stars are randomly placed for every follower, but yours was definitely that one on the left. I'm actually thinking of revisiting Super Animal Lesbian RPG. It's such a good game. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you will consider checking out my channel. I do a lot. We just started this Minecraft server. I just finished digging this hole. I have been at it for a bit. I am in a group I don't need to be in. There we go. But we have just finished digging out this hole. I kind of want to dig out this, but I almost feel like I'm going to get lost in the abyss. What the heck? I don't think I've... That is some weird bedrock generation I don't think I've ever seen. We got 4 high bedrock on both sides. What? 1, 2, 3... Look at that. Wow. We do have weak bedrock. So if you have a potion of weakness, you can splash it on the bedrock. It'll turn it to cobble. So if you want to do something aesthetic, or if you want to make my area cursed and dangerous, you can splash out my floor. Oh, it's what you do to me. But I hope you all are doing well. I hope you had a fantastic stream, and I thank you for sending everybody over today. We're having... I feel really good about the fact that I'm able to stream Minecraft again, because I wasn't able to for a long time due to PC stuff. And we are back. We are going to be doing this regularly. I think what's funny with this song is this song was definitely not meant to be was not meant to be popular. And the reason I say that is it was a bonus track, and I think it was like after 10 minutes of silence on the album before this one released from Plain White T's. It was like you had like a secret bonus track that if you just like let it play for 10 minutes of silence afterwards, it would start playing. So the fact that it like became arguably one of their most popular songs is just funny. This is weird Bedrock generation, right? I'm loving it, but like there's no gaps in it. There's no overhangs. It's all... When did they update terrain generation on Bedrock at some point that I was just unaware of? Oh, I'm totally down for it, Lee, if you want. I use Proton myself, Ghoul. I don't know that one. I don't know that one, OBC. Yeah, did they update terrain generation? It feels like they updated terrain generation for this to be less weird. No, I never got into Death Cab for a Cutie. I appreciate that, Dickety. Thank you for doing that. I have reached Bedrock finally, yes. The horribly cursed Bedrock area that I don't really... Like, arguably, I do not need to remove the Bedrock. I don't. But the main thing I would like to do is I would just like to get down to the lowest level of Bedrock, is the main thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, one of my exes was really obsessed with the song, and I do not blame her. Well, I am glad you have chosen to lurk in my
stream. Could you at least give me a few minutes of quiet so I can...
Is it break time?
You could run an ad so the viewers still have something to watch.
Ah, there, we finally got some overhangs. I was gonna say, there's gotta be overhangs in here, right? Because I was getting way too clean of Bedrock. Hey, Somya, you made it to 4 bars. Look at that. Well, that's kind of the thing, is like, I would like to flatten it, but I would like to flatten all but the bottom layer, and I would like to assume that the bottom layer is going to be solid. So what I'll likely do, because of the way the data pack works, I think the splash potion has to land on it, and then it'll do a range, but I don't believe it'll drop down if the splash is level. So I want to remove all of this, and then create a level that stops the very bottom row. Thank you, Lee. Wherever.
You're welcome.
But like, I'd like to do all of it except for the one, so that way I can make it low enough that I don't fall through it. But yeah, I'm gonna hold off on the ads just for a little bit, because I know we did just have a raid, and I'd like to not be mean to our new joiners. But that is a thing that I'm gonna feel bad the longer I make it. The longer I go without running them, the worse I will feel, because there's people that'll tune in. So we don't do, just to kind of explain, we don't do automatic ads on my stream because I hate being interrupted by ads. I have Twitch Turbo literally so I never get interrupted, because it annoys me so much. So I don't want to do that same thing to anybody else, right? Let me get the gold. There we go. So I manually run them, but only after Mari says, hey, you need to run ads. So there's a little bit of a delay on it, on us running ads, and a little bit of period, and I don't get I lose like 20% of the cost of it. What's my favorite thing to do in Minecraft? Armor stands. My favorite thing to do in Minecraft is armor stands. Like it may sound kind of corny, but like because of Cleo, I got really into doing armor stands because it seemed more fun to do that project. And I used to do armor stand book stuff, but with the newer armor stand mod, it's just like this is an obsession. This is what I want to do very specifically because oh my god. So I do, and I want to be clear. I got into the armor stands through Cleo, but not. This is when Cleo and I were more acquaintances than even reaching friend level, let alone dating, right? So it wasn't intended influence. It was just like a byproduct of it all. It's just funny to think about. But it's a nice different art style to the typical stuff in Minecraft. Because I used to, like, when I used to do modded, I used to be really into chisel and bits, right? Which is that same vibe, if we're real. Chisel and bits is the same vibe as armor stands. It's just a different method of stuff. I would say armor stands is more like building something with clay, where chisel and bits is carving something out of marble. Right? You're just going in the opposite direction. And granted, with chisel and bits, you can also sculpt stuff out of clay, but... Look so fine that I really want to make you mine. But yeah, no, Cleo and I have very different approaches to armor stands, though, which is always a fun part. Thank you for the follow! Cleo and I have very different methods of doing armor stands. But I've tried to explain this, like, the way I see it is, I mean, in this case, Nickety, Cleo and I are both LGBTQ. We're both non-binary. It is by definition gay. So, so yeah. But no, Cleo and I have very different approaches to armor stands, and it's funny when it's thought about because, like, so Cleo's method of armor stands, I always try to explain it as, Cleo does armor stands for YouTube, I do armor stands for Twitch. Is the simplification, right? Cleo's are ones that you see and you immediately know it's armor stands. Because you need things that viewers are going to notice at a glance. They're going to quickly go, oh, wow, that's not something that's normally in the game. And you get, like, awestruck by it, right? Like, it's immediately going to throw you off. What I typically do is stuff that is able to go under the radar and you not even realize that it's there. Until it's pointed out or you go, wait a minute. Like, mine are meant for long chill vibes where you're here and then it's like, wait, that can't be put there. How are you? And it's like, yeah, it's armor stands. So yeah, Cleo's is more designed for those with short attention span. Mine are more for people with a long attention span. The new armor stand mod by Mr. Bisco is so good, and it just streamlines so much of it. I get, okay. ADHD, though, isn't short attention span. It's just seen as short attention span. It's very easy to make me lose interest in things that are not interesting. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, no, well, I mean, but for what it's worth, Nickety, in that one, it's... Art is so varied, and every bit of art can be appreciated in a different way. but like the impact, right? The impact of a sneaky armor stand in a YouTube video is going to be very quickly lost in the video and very easy to be missed, and it's not going to be an attention thing. Me doing subtle adjustments and things like that, though, in a Twitch stream, it just means I'm doing work for longer in a Twitch stream. Right, like I'm just doing more work long term. So there's ways that it's better, there's ways that it can be worse. But like it works really well, I think, for Twitch streams because you can take that moment away. I should take that quick 3-minute break though before I push this too far. So we are going to step away for 3 minutes. Again, we do this not to force ads on you, but to turn off ads for anybody new that might show up in the next hour. So please do bear with me. I will catch you all very soon. Take this as a moment, a reminder. Hey, I should go to the bathroom. I should grab some water. I should get a drink. I will see you all very soon. Be right back. But yeah, only vehicles. Also, does anybody else feel like that thing's missing a texture? Oh, it's a saucer of milk. Why is it fluorescent? Why is the milk fluorescent? It is cast. This is radioactive. This milk is so white it belongs in a mason jar. Wait, can I? Yes! I found what it's for. Let me take the Katamari. Oh God! Help! Help! I love and appreciate y'all a lot. I'm gonna go get some food. With that said, I will catch y'all next time. So see. Through my controller. See ya. Love ya. I'm not meaning to look up her ass. The controller is upside down somewhere under my desk and I got hunted down. I'm sorry. See ya. Love ya. Bye-bye. Where'd he go? Oh God!
Yes. Let's all laugh. Ha, 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 ha.
Get headshots with the rifle. No. Game. No. I'm not dead yet. You stop that. Oh God. Did he die? I can't see anything. What even? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Boom. Hello, I'm back. I'm back and I'm beautiful. No. Hello. No, I hate having to run those ads, but it is a good reminder for me to actually stretch and do all that stuff. I didn't stretch as much as I should. I went to the bathroom and grabbed a drink, though, and walking is a form of stretching. It's not as good as it could be, but it is better than nothing, right? It's always such a stark, sudden, oh god, it's night, and then day. I really like how much Deep Slate blends in compared to, like, with the Bedrock compared to what we used to have to deal with. Thank you for quoting that. But yeah, I want to clear this out. And hopefully... Hopefully we can get this to a spot where I can... Okay, we've got most of it. I think we've got all of it. If I look at this, I feel like I got all of it. As I stare at one that I didn't. I think we got everything. I don't see any particularly weird spots. So now, and I'm going to take the Cobbled Deep Slate because it stands out a little bit better. But now we need to find all the spots that are all the way down, like there and there. Oop. Oh god, this song. My mom was obsessed with this song. Yeah, we want to get rid of the low... We want to stop the lowest level from getting hit here. I think. Wait. This is higher up than I realized. Reminds me that there's a change. I thought I was lower. So yeah, there's spots, right? But that is at... What am I looking at? Wait, is that not? Yeah. That's 5. Wait. I'm sorry. Wait. Negative 63. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I was looking at the wrong number. So, yeah, negative 64 is the logo. So, negative 63 we want. So, if we're looking down and we see negative 64, we need to put one above it. These two get 1. Those get 1. Nope. Have a good one, Nickety. Thanks for bringing it out. I do appreciate it. It genuinely does mean a lot that y'all choose to, like, hang out here. Me that there's a to grow. That one. We know the same old story about a man who was too afraid to fly, so you never did land. Sorry. Damn it. I almost had it. Trying to remember lyrics. Get that one. Tell me, oh, you're mine. I just want to make sure we cover up everything that is at the very, very bottom. Because I don't want to turn a... I would like this to be a smooth layer of bedrock. That's the thing. I would like it to be a smooth layer of bedrock. So it's going to involve me, like, double-checking spots a lot, I think, but... I think we got everything covered. Now, Lee was kind enough to give us some splash potions of weakness. So, I should just be able to go like this. Well, I'm sad that it didn't work. Why didn't it work? That was so anticlimactic. Let me pull open the data pack thing to make sure. Where is it? I'm sad. Why did that work? I mean, I know it says that it's only up to date to 1.21.7 and 8, but that should still work. Let me double check the data packs. Yeah, Weekend Bedrock 1.61. Yeah, no, that's it. The heck? Why didn't it work? Let's see. I'm looking to see if there's more up-to-date data pack on this that works with. I'm not seeing. No, just didn't work, and I'm sad. Okay. Well, a bit sad about that. I will have to keep an eye on that data pack, since it is apparently broken. One of my classmates in college was absolutely obsessed with Linkin Park. Which is fine. It's just every time I hear Linkin Park, all I can think of is that classmate who was just obsessed. Every project was like a reference to Linkin Park that he did. Which, hey, more power to you, but I wouldn't want my entire portfolio to be one band, you know? There's a BB next to me. Hi, buddy. Okay, we do need to fill in these edges of this to really get the vibe I'm going for this. And then... like, it's going to be a matter of smoothing in the walls. And I know that doesn't sound exciting. Like, oh, no, I have to dig out one more. No, I'm going to be building inside the walls by one. Now... let me grab that. Now, if I go into Discord really quick. This may cause a lag spike, and I do apologize. Because sometimes Discord likes to just lag spike everything. Where is it? Here we go. Whoop. Cool. No lag spike that time. I need to look at my visuals, my little photo references. Everything in it was very gray with gold. So that's going to be kind of the question is like, what do I choose for what matches? Do I do something like Deep Slate? Do I do these dark patches and then I have like bits of accent that are in like gold trim if I'm trying to do that vibe? Do I or do I change that up to my own stuff? I am a big fan of the cobbled Deep Slate as a whole, but it is a directional block too, which makes it a little more annoying to work with. Stone is always an option, but it's less exciting. Deep Slate bricks do work. There's Blackstone if I want to go through that. Basalt could work really well. But it's... basalt is always directional, right? I'm not, like, forgetting something. Like, basalt is just always directional. Deep slate is probably the best thing to go with for this. But I feel like we're going to lose a lot of detail if I do deep slate. But you kind of don't want to go too dark with it, right? It's interesting to look at. Like, these are the crafted ones, but that means I can get some texture out of them. Tough is a decent one. Right, like, tough bricks are good. Polished tough is good. Now, tough is just always... Yeah, I was going to say tough isn't smeltable. But I don't know if the main tough... It's not a bad texture. This is always that difficult part. It's like, I feel like tough is definitely a valid one to have. And I could mix it in with the deep slate. I think that might be it. I think we build the whole thing with deep slate and then we mix tough into it to bring out some lighter sections. Might be the better way to go about it. Just because I have so much deep slate, right? Like, that I think is probably the smart way to go about this. So we're going to grab a lot of that. And then we're also going to be tiling in different types of the deep slate as well. Like, deep slate tiles are great to work with. I think I should do deep slate bricks. Really? Ugh. Sorry. I'm annoyed that I can't... You can craft things faster by hitting space, but apparently you can't do that in a stone cutter. And I feel like that needs to be talked about. Just like, come on. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't work in there, but then we're going to take all of these. We're going to go back down into the pit. Whoop. Down we go. And we're just going to build up in front of these walls. Which, thankfully for this, I can just hold down right click. Since it's trying to build against me. There we go. Equilateral, quadrilateral hole. You're not wrong. It goes in the equilateral, quadrilateral hole. Boop, 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 boop. And then we'll go to about this height right there. But now we got to do another one, and I can't speed this now. I can't go quick here. Because if I go... Big be a fan of management. I should put a water... honestly, I should probably pour water down in the bottom of this so I can make this faster. Do 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 do. Bow, bow. By the way, for everybody, if you did not know this, Twitch will occasionally stop counting your views. So if you want to make sure Twitch continues to count your views, one of the best things you can do to help out creators that you are watching is to just every once in a while go, hey, I'm still here, by the way. Like, don't mind me, I'm still here, just saying hi, so that Twitch keeps counting my view. Obviously, no pressure, no requirement to do so, but I do think people want to know that, hey, Twitch does stop counting your view after so long. So if you want to make sure Twitch counts you, just say hi. Or redeem the little bonus channel point chest thing below the chat. That also helps out a ton. They both work. Appreciate it, Lee. Let's smooth out this outer edge. Hi, BB. Hi. Whoa, whoa. Oh. Okay. I thought my computer was freaking out. What? Did I miss the server rebooting? Was there a warning about it? No, there wasn't a warning about it. What happened? Okay, so the server crashed. Let's see. There's literally nothing in the log. Okay. Server's up now. That was weird. She was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? Oh, we lost some time. We lost some time. Okay. We lost maybe 5 minutes. Yep, we're blaming Lee. Lee, it was your dodgy potions. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Forger Lee. Eh. Did you just recently craft it, Somya? Or... I'm assuming things crafted during that time period broke, but... Did you genuinely, like, lose a diamond hoe or something? Or what kind of hoe was it? Alright, who lost what? So, Somya, you're saying you lost a diamond hoe. Diamond. Yeah. What'd you lose, Greg's? You lost a warp stone? There you go, Greg's. Alright. If anybody else lost anything that they're aware of, I don't mind gifting it back. Don't know why that happened. I won't do that a lot, but when there's stuff like that, I don't mind, like, spawning it in to fix the little bugs. I think what's happening is, because we have so many people on, the server isn't running as well, because I did check the RAM. The RAM usage is really high right now compared to what we're actually, like, allotted. We're running at 125% RAM. Ow. Hey, Lapis! We have a server with 6 gigs of RAM, which is usually more than enough, but there's just a lot of us on. So that may be causing some issue for it. Would be my guess. There we go. And then I won't be doing the last one, because I do want to be able to get down here yet. Yeah, it might have been the far teleport with us also having a ton of people on that caused a crash. So that may have been the issue there, is like doing a massive distance teleport while the server was already struggling. Right now, I am building up the walls in my giant square hole. That is my current thing. I was going to deal with the bedrock and leveling that out, but apparently the data pack for leveling out bedrock is not working in this version, so... Brr. There we go. So now we just get to place some bricks for a while. And then we worry about texturing it later after I've got a bunch of scaffolding on me. Woo! To everybody who is hanging out, lurking, spending time with me today, I really do appreciate you. I hope my music has been enjoyable for y'all. Throwback to all the millennials in my community who are probably having very aggressive nostalgia listening to this. Rip Avon. His mom has got it going on. Oh yeah, it needs wood in your inventory. I haven't toyed with that. Those are the default settings that I had broke in the old one, so that it didn't need it. Were you relying on that, Avon? Double rip for Avon. Just going back and forth. I want to fix on my stream. I had a bouncing kind of movement to my model that I was doing before, and I need to adjust that, because it's gone now, because it was choppy, and I don't know why it was choppy, but I should be able to get that fixed and get that working, and I want to work on that after stream today, because I realized I was doing it also a very inefficient way, so I should be able to get that fixed and moving clean and all that, if my brain is thinking about it correctly. I think it's just because there's so many of y'all on the server. Genuinely, I think that's the thing. Like, we're used to 3 people on the server at any time, not 8. So I think any of the issues we're having may just be the result of too many people on. Because all of our ping is good. We're all connected well. It's just the server can't keep up, I don't think. Looking again. Yeah, server's overloaded. We're 40 ticks behind right now on everything going on. Here, I am going to modify the settings of the server a little bit. I've had our render distance at 12, I think. Where is it? Where is it? All right, everybody, assuming you can hear me, I'm going to reboot the server. Everything should be backed up fine. I'm going to reboot the server with slightly less render distance, which should help with the lag issues. So I will be doing that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Lowering the render distance by 2 chunks should greatly reduce the amount of strain with that many people playing. Nope, we ain't playing him. Holy crap. Nope. Hey, Zing. All right, but hopefully that addresses the lag a little bit. Hey, Brett, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you here. Oh, see, we've run out. Can I ladder? No. I have a plan on doing a bunch of like knolling and texturing up the sides of it. Yeah, it's a nice problem to have, but having to adjust things like render distance and all that kind of sucks. So you got to choose your battles, right? But knowing there's a lot of people excited on the server definitely counters the stress. Because that's kind of the big thing. It's like, no matter how many issues you have, people showing interest usually counters that.
Have you been hydrating? I have a moss shake.
Like, just knowing people are excited for everything just helps a ton. I'm improving. Hey, Sark. I am improving. I've been stressed. I've been dealing with PC issues. I'm finding out Minecraft runs perfectly, though. So, like, the one thing I really wanted to work well is at least working. See, I wish I was in a position of popularity where I could hire somebody to manage the server for me. That would make my life easier. Just be able to hire someone, go, hey, run this, keep everything up to date, let's go. Okay, now we got this. Now I need to use the stone cutter. That doesn't let me hit space. I really wish it would let me put space for the same recipe in the stone cutter. Oh. I mean, that too. That too, Bigby. Listen. If you're done with your day and don't have any requirements, as long as you're doing so responsibly, I have no issue with you drinking. Though I will say, if you're drinking alcohol, you should also be balancing that out with water to make sure you don't get hungover and that your body is okay. So, if you're drinking alcohol, at least drink some water to counter it. Take care of yourselves, you know? There's not a lot of drinks that are bad for hydrating, but I will say alcohol, bad for the hydrating. Whoop. I don't think most people like it, Avon, to be honest. Oh, you know what I should do? There we go. Right, so now I can still go through there, but there we go. Oh, love Cuba Libre. God. No, like alcohol of choice, Cuba Libre. Most every time. I just recommend that if you're drinking, like, drink your like, if you have a sip of your alcohol, take a sip of water. Just like 50-50 it, you know? But I get you, not necessarily wanting to. Okay. Do. Yeah, hopefully reducing the render distance to 10 chunks will go a bit better. I did have Distant Horizons and was using that, and I did like it. I liked the idea of it doing the low poly, long render distance stuff, but I did learn very quickly that was causing memory leaks. Or not memory leaks, but frame rate drops. Every time it would write to disk, which was about once every 5 minutes, it would just cause this spike. Ooh, what kind of pizza you get, Dor? I'm waiting for the answer to the pizza question. It's important. I don't like the words you have said. I feel like I shouldn't judge because I haven't had it, but I don't like those words. I'm cool with what Frame got. I'm cool with the sweet corn. I'm cool with the lamb. I don't know how I feel about tuna on pizza, though. Yeah, no, I'm willing to try anything. But I don't know how... And here's the thing. I'm not opposed to the idea of tuna on pizza. I feel like a lot of people would probably write it off as that. I'm bothered by the idea of combining tuna with the corn. That's what's bugging me, actually. Tuna and corn is bugging me. It's not a thing at all, stateside, cat dog. I don't think there's a single place in the States that probably serves it. No, I don't have tuna and sweet corn. Corn on pizza isn't common over here either, just to be clear. Corn on pizza is a rare find around here. Which is saying a lot considering corn is like a huge... I mean, like, corn is from the States. Corn on pizza is not a thing, typically. It does exist, just again to be clear. It does exist, but I didn't even hear of it existing at all in the States until about 5 years ago. Listen, Dor, we already know the UK has cursed baked potatoes. Your baked pot... Listen. Cold tuna does not belong on a nice baked potato. Ever. Now, I'm not saying tuna can't go on a baked potato. No, it's not, Dor. I've tried it. It's not good on a baked potato, and I feel like that's a lie. No, there's difference of opinion on that. That's not something that's a thing over. You can make it good, but listen. I did make because I tried it. I made one myself. I made one myself because I was like, I'm not gonna judge it till I've tried it, and I will eat most anything. The sweet corn ain't gonna save it. Sweet corn ain't gonna save it. But no, I ended up taking the general concept of a baked potato with tuna, right? It will not. The issue is more so the temperature combination that causes the issue. And I made it the way Cleo had suggested I make it. As my test method. Also, just stop putting beans on things. I don't like beans anyway. But no. So I took the general recipe of it. I ended up making tuna fish cakes. Broke those down into a crumble and added that to a baked potato, and then added in some coleslaw with that because it felt like that would be a good combination. That worked perfectly. So basically, I made fish cakes, mixed in coleslaw, added that to a baked potato. That worked really well. You just take the time to actually change the ingredient structure, and it works well. The ingredients are, for the most part, fine, but the prep is where it matters. Oh, fish cakes work as tuna. You add fish, you take fish, you use crackers to add some more texture to it. Works really well. You could even make it better if you have like artificial crab. Mix artificial crab in with the fish cake. I always love, every time I get, there's a brisket place in town that does baked potatoes, and I do not know where they get their baked potatoes from. See, now I'm gonna say this, Dor. I feel like this puts you in a situation where I don't think you're allowed to judge because of the allergies. Seafood in general versus a good baked potato, I don't think belong together really. And I think that's kind of a key thing. Seafood and potatoes don't really intermingle well. For the flavor profiles. If you've got a good baked potato. So maybe this is the case. Maybe potatoes in the UK have a different taste to it. Maybe that's a factor we're not considering in this whole thing. Maybe your potatoes just taste a bit different. Like that might actually be part of what's throwing this. Because I could see that being actually part of the conversation that we're missing here. Like, it is entirely possible that the potatoes just have a different kind. It might be subtle, but yeah. And I mean, people can like what they like, but there's just moments I'm gonna go, But yeah, because potatoes are heavily based on the dirt they're grown in, right? Like, that's a big thing. Baked potatoes with herbs and pepper. I mean, you can't go wrong with a simple baked potato, right? But like around here, if you get a baked potato, you're gonna want some form of red meat probably on it, even if it's just bacon, right? You're gonna get like bacon on it. You're gonna get a good amount of sour cream. You're gonna get something mixed in. There's a local place that does brisket. It's pork brisket, mac and cheese. Pork brisket, mac and cheese on the largest baked potatoes you've ever seen in your life. And it's like, that's all you need. You can add more. Personally, I'd like to add mushrooms to that if I could. I think some really good, really well-prepared mushrooms would work perfectly there. Mayo, okay, so mayo specifically, this is kind of an interesting one. I'm not a huge fan of mayonnaise, typically. Now, if you get Kewpie mayo, I'm totally down for Kewpie. Kewpie mayo is a different flavor profile than standard mayo. You could 100% get me with Kewpie mayo on most things, and I am willing to put that on anything, right? Are we gonna have like a potato fight? Like, okay, I see what you're saying, but we gotta try potatoes rare. Just male potatoes. I would be so afraid, Dor, that they would get stuck in like the wrong they would get stuck in customs for too long, and then you're just gonna open it up and smell death. I don't think there's a food that goes bad in a worse way than potatoes. Like a lot of foods go bad. Like I think milk is definitely on the bad end, but if we're talking okay, oranges are pretty bad, but I would still say potatoes are worse. I think potatoes are worse than oranges when they go bad. But I think that's because I think part of this conversation, right? I think part of the conversation with food going bad, I'm more likely to notice an orange go bad than I am to notice a potato go bad until it's too late, right? Because a potato ends up in a spot you end up forgetting that you even have a potato. The orange you'll come across. So I think that might be part of the issue. You're probably going to notice the potato way after it's gone bad rather than an orange where you notice it immediately after it goes bad. So that would change the way it goes. Do. In a cold, dry place, cat. Actually, I guess the question here, where do you put your potatoes? You store potatoes in a pantry in a cool, dry place, which is usually going to be in the dark. So you put them in a, gonna be real. If you have your own kitchen in the States, you probably have a spot for potatoes. If you've made you have a drawer specifically for potatoes. They are very easy to forget when they are stored in a cool, dry place. Like that, or you're somebody really cool and you've got a cellar. But yeah, because like if you end up forgetting, you usually have like two small ones left, and then it's like, oh crap. I have a drawer near the trash can, but it's down low on the floor in my pantry where I keep potatoes. But it's not a drawer that I'm opening for anything other than potatoes. So unless I'm grabbing potatoes, I'm going to forget they're there, right? I know my grandma's house actually had a drawer that eventually got converted to a spot for trash. But it was a potato drawer, very specifically. Whoop. But yeah, no. Dedicated space just for potatoes. Ugh. I don't get potatoes very. This is the thing. I live alone, right? I live alone. So that greatly slows the rate at which I go through ingredients. So what typically will happen is I will get a 5-pound bag of potatoes, but that's too much for me. But if I get smaller than, like, it's hard to find smaller than a 5-pound bag of potatoes for a reasonable price if I'm doing like baked potatoes or anything like that. So while 5 pounds is definitely like more than enough for me, it's also this balancing act of, well, I've got the potatoes, but am I going to go through enough of them in that time period? And it adds up, you know? That's all it is. No. No. Go. I have no idea how much 1 kilogram of potatoes is. I also think maybe this is partially affected by whether or not the homes they're in have central air, so whether or not the temperature is proper in the home, the climate you're in. Because if we talk during the summer, I might have days where it's over 100 degrees here, right? 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Some days, which even if I have a cool, dry place, I can't keep it that cool and that dry when the house gets that hot. Regardless of the air conditioning or things like that. So like there's a lot of temperature, like I would say temperature instability is one of the big issues with the US, especially where I live, because it might be, because like I know just thinking back to November and December, we would have some days where I would wake up, it'd be 40 degrees, and then in the afternoon it hit 75. 2.2 pounds. Thank you, Gold. But so like having a cool, dry place only gets you so far if the weather is very inconsistent. So that can make it harder. Because, like, my thermostat's auto settings don't work. Otherwise, I could, like, keep my house, like, from going above 70 or something and keep it cooler, but some days it'll just stay there. And my house is made out of plaster, so it holds heat. Which helps during the winter, but it does not help during the summer. Which, living in the Midwest, helping during the winter, made sense when I was younger. Not as kind nowadays. About half of what I'm buying. In that case. I love the driftables so much. Driftables make me happy. I also like that y'all did acknowledge the term driftable that I used for them. Because I feel like driftable is the right word. AF! Like, driftable, I think, is a good way to describe what they are. Hey, Nico. I always like when you're playing a game and you can see the weird shapes that start forming just based on the compression of the textures. It happens too easily, I would say, with Minecraft ladders. I always forget, go at a 45 and you'll do this faster. Nope. Boo boop. Yes, phone, can I help you? I have been shared a TikTok. Whoa. That was weird. I was able to shift onto a block that I never could have placed because I didn't have the inventory. I also don't want her. Okay. We're halfway there. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, oh. Something, something, something. I don't have another line. No. But I hope you all have been having an alright Sunday. I hope everybody's relaxing and doing their best to unbrain. Because I'm just in the spot of, like, I don't have the specifics for what I want to do, but I want to work in enough of a way. I know what the next line of the song was, just to be clear. I know what the line to the song was. I wanted to parody the song, because it's more fun to parody that song than sing the actual song. But I couldn't think of anything clever. I know one of my very old quotes from a wonderful game called My Name is Mayo was, whoa, we're halfway there. Oh, armpit hair. Feel like OBC and maybe Avon are the only people who remember that. Cow mixed with a bear. Cow and a bear. And listen, we only had the armpit hair quote because the mayonnaise had armpit hair.
Do you have a fursona, Big Right Hand? What is it? Mine is a Western Green Mamba.
That's
They
a
are
snake.
badass.
Pretty sure that's a snake, Mari. Rabbit, not a hare. That one works. Puka! Hi, Raiders. How's it going? How you doing? Hello, what were you up to? What were you up to? But hello, Raiders. My name is Cameron JK. My pronouns are they, them. I'm a chill variety streamer who focuses on indie and interactive games, and also a lot more Minecraft this year. That is our goal, is to do a lot more Minecraft. So I hope you like Minecraft, because that's what we're doing now, and that's what we'll be doing a lot of. But I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good stream. We're currently, we dug to bedrock. We finished digging to bedrock today. And then we're trying to build these walls up here. You're making a water tool for, oh. To save yourself more time, I assume? It is interesting you decided to make them make fairy stuff for your apartment when, like, making them pukas would make a lot of sense. I guess pukas are Fae adjacent, right? I don't know the details on it. But they're Fae adjacent, right? I didn't know that pukas were... I'll be real. I didn't know pukas were mythological creatures until Cleo played that home safety hotline game. And then I learned about what pukas actually were. I learned a lot there. I only knew of pukas from Odin Sphere and had assumed they were just a race from Odin Sphere. I didn't know they were actually named after another thing. That was a learning experience for me. Let's see if my clip thing my Raider shoutout clip thing works for Puka. It didn't work. It doesn't work for Lee, but does it work here? It does.
Oh, see? This is a fantastic program. It automatically works with my character.
Just you getting shoved by walls.
That's why I like this program. It's just like, oh, okay. We will instantly work. It will just instantly work. I love it.
And thank you for the bits, Puka. I appreciate that. I'm missing some of my proper alert effects for different things yet, and I'm trying to sort that. I'm hoping Mix It Up adds some proper updates. They've done a major overhaul just very recently, so I'm hoping things get proper distinctions. But that one should have worked, so I'm curious, because I didn't hear a noise for it. It might have been there. I just did not hear it. I don't know. It was supposed to throw a dodgeball at me. Oh, that's why. I didn't add the dodgeball back into it. Note to self, add dodgeball. Can somebody in my Discord under the stream crafting channel say add dodgeball to power-ups? If I've got a mod can write it in my special channel, but like I don't know if a mod's here or not. But yeah, it's supposed to throw a dodgeball when any of the channel point redeem, or when the power-ups are done. And when I switch to the new computer, I don't think, because I lost all of my throwables, I think we lost the one. Oh, I also need to add the Minecraft arrows back to the throwables. You can dodge a ball, you can dodge a wrench. Wait. Oh god, that'd be funny. Have like a 1 in 20 chance that instead of a dodgeball, it throws a wrench. That would actually be kind of hilarious and awful at the same time. How do you forget that how to save a life exists, Door? Dodge, dip, dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. The 5 Ds of dodgeball. That was quite a movie. quite a movie. I don't know if it was a good movie. It was just quite a movie. Wait, oh, you talk about you forgetting the song. I know, it's one of those songs that just like, jeez, it's such a iconic, like, this is one of those, like, hits from, like, 2005 that's very hard to forget. Actually, probably 2004? I want to say 2004. Uh-oh. I see the card sliding down. Oh. Oh, okay. We're doing this. VHS tracking. God, that's actually really disorienting doing this. Like, the way I have to move to do this. Server's gonna reboot in 1 minute. Was this the one that was in Donnie Darko? Have a good one, Puka. I appreciate you. Oh no! There we go. What was the one that was in Mad World was okay. I couldn't remember, like I was blanking on which one was in Donnie Darko. Thank you, Mello, for being awesome and knowing exactly what I was talking about. Trying to close my drink one-handed right as the server goes down. Woo! Oh, okay. That is a good enough sign for me, though, as we've been going for 3 hours. I will be streaming again later tonight. We did a 6-hour yesterday, so I kind of want to relax my throat as much as I can. So I am going to call it there. But I do, again, want to say thank you to everybody who came by. You have all been absolutely lovely and amazing. And I had a phenomenal stream, and I could not be more grateful for all of you. So a huge thank you again. Thank you to everybody for chatting and chilling and vibing. It does mean the world, genuinely. Thank you to Lee, Raxon, and Puka for the raids. Thank you, Felinity, for the sub that was gifted by Cold. I appreciate you all a lot. I'm going to send you over to Cleo. Cleo is currently playing Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds? Yeah, Outer Worlds. So it is rated mature, so as a heads up there. But I'm going to be over there. I'm going to be modding, doing my thing. So I hope you all have a fantastic one. I will catch you all later tonight. If you've not clicked the follow button, do please consider clicking the follow button. I would appreciate it a lot. Obviously, no pressure, but it is always there. There's also a Discord link below, as well as my Blue Sky, where you can deal with me off of it. And of course, Cold, thank you for the regular support. It does mean a lot. But yeah, we're going to send you away. You can go be lovely to my partner. I appreciate y'all so damn much. And I hope you have a fantastic, fantastic day. Do take care of yourselves. I appreciate you. That said, see ya. Love ya. Bye-bye.
感じる。コスモを感じるわ。